Welcome to the season finale of the LightPole Podcast, Season 1. Yes, we just decided like 5 minutes ago that this is going to be the season finale. We're going to take a short break for the month of May. We'll be back at the end of May, the last week of May.
Pretty much a month from now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys don't have to listen to us for a little bit. We got some of us are going on some business trips. We got some other plans coming up, but we will be taking a short break. So this is going to be Nostalgia Week. We're going to be discussing some of our favorite shows and movies from our childhood, from the late 90s and early 2000s. But obviously, before we get into all that good stuff, we have our usual entertainment news, and we'll hand it over to our usual anchors, Darian and Wiley, for that.
BD Mega Doo-Doo.
What?
It's a classic.
There goes the...
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right, first piece of news, I thought this was a really big one, is that Captain America 4 is in the works with Falcon, or the new Captain America, at the head of the movie.
Well, spoiler alert, because we didn't even get into Falcon and
Yeah,
Winter
we haven't gotten to Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay, it's been everyone's seen it already.
I was going to hold off. I wanted to say that, but I was going to hold off when we transitioned into it, but okay.
Okay, well,
sorry.
do we want to talk about Chris Evans first? And the fact that he might be
getting another movie.
doing some movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that a
So-
thing? That's confirmed, right?
So, who sent the actual picture of the fact that he might be in another movie?
Me.
Joey sent it, but yeah. But I had heard that also,
What would
that
be-
he still had movies in his contract,
What would it be
and
about?
yeah. I think it would be putting that back to Stones.
Stones.
That's what
I
said,
would
yeah.
absolutely love to see that,
No, no,
because
no.
remember what I sent you guys? That he didn't have a shield
Yeah.
when he went back in time. All he had was the hammer and the stones.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he get that shield from? I would love to see that, the shield that he gave to Sam.
I just want. Oh, does that mean that there's another shield out there somewhere?
Yeah.
The one that he didn't take with him?
The one that he didn't take with him got destroyed by Thanos.
Oh, by Thanos. That's right. I want a movie of a geriatric Steve Rogers just popping up Stan Lee style in all of like the major events from like the cinematic
What if he
universe.
took the place of Stan Lee doing that?
Well,
That
that was
would be
supposed to be
amazing.
the original like plan, wasn't it?
So do you
Yeah,
mean you
that's
want to
Stanley.
like a
right?
Deadpool 2 end credit scene where he just keeps going and fixing all the timelines? Have you ever seen that end credit?
No.
In the end credits to Deadpool 2, because
That
they
was
had
one
like
with Cable, right?
yeah, because Cable's in there and time travel and all that.
Mhm.
The end credit was like him going back to like a bunch of old FX movies, like the Fox movies.
Oh, yeah,
And
doesn't he like shoot Green Lantern?
yeah,
Or
he
like-
shoots
or like
he
himself?
shoots himself as Green Lantern. He goes back and no, he kills himself as
Ryan Reynolds.
As Ryan
looking at the
Reynolds.
script
yeah,
or something,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
And he kills himself as the Deadpool in Origins. He's like, don't mind me, just
Oh.
fixing the timeline.
That's
And like,
sad.
yeah, it's
So it's
hilarious.
pretty much just him murdering himself.
Yeah.
Erasing all of his bad decisions.
yeah.
That Origins movie is so bad, but I love it, and I don't know why.
I love it. I don't
love that
understand why
movie.
everyone hates it so much.
It's not good.
It's not great,
It's not
but I
good.
enjoy. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Something
like it.
about I remember seeing it in the theater, seeing all those like the Blob is one of my favorite villains like ever from X-Men.
Ever since I had that toy.
I used to have this little toy with the Blob, and it had a little rubber patch in the middle where his stomach was, so you could poke it over and over and over.
Darren would come over.
Didn't
and
you
just
break
walk
it?
around with that thing? Yeah, he ripped it out.
No, I didn't. Yo, prove it.
I think I actually still have it in storage.
He's like, I got it right here. Look at it.
Blob.
But yeah, I love
Lord.
Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth was awesome.
Amazing.
His Sabretooth was incredible. I like that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's just
Yeah.
some things about it that I don't.
The bone claws were cool too. I like that one.
That's true.
Anyway,
Oh, when he got them chopped off.
yeah, when he's
on the
like
railroad.
stomped on him. Ah, God, just thinking about that makes me cringe.
All
I don't
right.
like that.
If you have to go on page 3 or any further of Google to find something, you don't want to.
Where do you know where I found those Omega Squad helmets?
I
That
was
was
just about to mention.
It was like page like 54.
568.
18.
Really?
Page 18 of Google. I went deep. That was like the dark web.
The unit falling down.
At least pull it out. Look at
tape it. What the heck?
This is my
I got mine in my trunk.
In your trunk?
Yeah, I found it in storage. I forgot that I put it in there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought you sold it to someone or gave it to
I
someone.
thought I sold it to you. And
No.
then I found it in storage. I was like, what the heck?
I mean, I'll buy it now if you want, but
Nah.
I want to use
I regretted it because I thought that I sold it to Wiley. I was like, man, I wish I hadn't done that. And then I found it there. I was like, yeah, my wish came true. It's not even my birthday.
All right. Fairly Odd Parents
No. No. Don't say live action.
is coming
Don't say
back.
Live action.
No, I'm not going to say that. It's
Well,
coming
we already
back
have live action movies.
with the same writers, and it's going to be live action.
Is it really?
It's the rumor right now.
God,
Oh
I
my
hate that
God.
so much.
Same writers.
Who was it that sent us the like leaked
Powerpuff
photos from the set of Powerpuff Girls?
Oh,
Oh God, that's
It was me.
so bad.
it looks so bad.
It just.
But
it
they
just
already
doesn't
have-
get done.
It's CW.
of course it is. Of course it is.
How is CW still licensed to make any type
Anything.
of new content? They take steaming doo-doos on every piece of licensed property that they have and then send it in. It's horrible.
I just don't
Superman and Lois is
understand.
The only good thing that actually came out.
I understand.
What is?
Superman and Lois.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still haven't seen it.
Bro.
I
For
gotta-
now-
Invincible on Amazon Prime. Dude. Show's amazing.
We're talking about CW right now.
Sorry, I don't know why I thought about
That
I think it
was so
because
random.
Superman. Sorry.
Who's also not in Invincibles.
Yeah.
Anyway, though,
apologize.
but for now, Superman and Lois, because didn't Flash start off strong? Didn't Green Arrow start off strong? And look where they're at now.
Freaking good for the first two
I
seasons.
remember.
You're right.
Who was it? Darian was talking about how Marvel does that whole like you can pinpoint the turning point for characters. I remember the turning point for Flash. I forgot what episode it was, but I remember it was like a giant like CGI shark. And I was like, all right,
King Shark.
this show
King
went down
Shark.
the toilet.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like every episode was worse and worse and worse. I was like, yep, there it goes.
When they
Bye.
did the Gorilla Grodd, right? Is that it?
Yeah.
When they did the Gorilla Grodd arc, I think it was like 4 episodes, something. Bro, it was they went to the stadium of all the gorillas. It was so bad. It was so bad, dude. I was like, this is
Caesar. No,
Apes together, strong. Terrible.
Caesar in his
It's a Fairly Odd
prime.
Parents.
Yeah, so
All right.
Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah.
yeah, nah.
They
Anyway.
already have live movies of that. This dude,
Do
Drake
they?
Bell. Drake Bell is the one who played Timmy Turner.
Oh yeah, that was a movie for like
Right.
Nickelodeon or something like that, right?
Yeah,
it's
they have like 2 or 3
terrible.
movies.
He had like the pink hat.
Look at him.
Yeah. How could you talk?
It's a grown man playing a childish kid.
He was 10. He's 10, like
I know. I think his
Forever.
parents, like in the movie, his parents like you need to grow up, and he's like, no, I don't want to grow up. He's just dressed in pink.
Oh my, let me see. So I got it here. I'm just gonna skip like towards the middle.
go.
Remember
Dude, it's
this guy from Victorious?
so cringe.
Is that
bro.
Is that Crack? What's his name?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
forgot.
Kraken. Crocker. Mr.
Oh my-
Crocker.
who greenlit this, dude? Oh, that's Cosmo and Wanda?
Yeah.
Oh, they were like
what the-
cartoon.
Yeah, they were actually animated.
Yeah, honestly,
Okay.
that's probably the best way to do it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, those are the dark days. Those are the movies that we will not be discussing at the end of this episode.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to find this. I was on YouTube the other day, and there was a movie that popped up called The Starving Games. And I don't
So,
watch
like,
any YouTube
the
free
parody
movies.
Hunger
of like
Games?
Hunger Games.
Yeah, I don't watch any YouTube free movies, and I'm not a spoof movie kind of guy. So I just clicked it and forwarded it directly to the halfway point to see what was going on with the movie, because I like that random crap.
It's one of those movies that it's like it's so terrible.
Did you
so
watch it,
absolutely
Joey?
Dreadfully terrible. years ago. I like
It's
barely remember.
how?
Joey
Why?
said the whole thing.
How? Why do you
Joey
do
sits there in
this?
tears, just forcing himself to watch these
He's like,
horrible
why am I
movies.
watching
When I say years ago, I'm talking like 5+ years. I barely remember, but I know it's one of those movies like there's so much terrible stuff going on that it's funny. But
This thing came out after the first Hunger Games, so we're talking. It's been a solid 10 years since it.
Why? It
first
sounds
came out.
familiar.
never mind.
It sounds
Thank you
like
for
I
putting
remember.
Wasn't like the prize like a star or like a Subway gift card or something like that for that movie? It was something super stupid. I remember reading like a synopsis.
Everything in that movie is stupid.
God.
Trying to find the. Anyway, while I find this,
timestamp?
Wiley, do you have any movie news?
Yeah,
And we're gonna come back to this. It's just one.
I don't remember. I'll
Or
be
Joey.
honest with you. I think I did. I just gotta find it.
What, have any
Season
movies?
finale, guys.
I know, right?
There's- I got
Right?
another one anyway.
Yeah.
We need a
there-
break.
so, as you know, there's another Static Shock in the works,
Yes,
which I'm
okay,
like
yep.
so excited for.
Live action.
I believe live action, and Caleb McLaughlin from
Is
Stranger
the
Things.
front runner to play? Yeah.
Yep, he's in talks to play
Really?
Static Shock, and I'm so excited. I would
Really?
love that.
Who was it? Sorry, I said
Caleb?
the timestamp.
Lucas from
Oh,
Stranger
Caleb,
Things.
okay, Caleb, sorry.
I don't know. He's too
I
like
don't know.
skinny.
He's young though. I
no,
mean,
he's
that
kind of.
seems like
Have you
a-
seen him recently? This man
Yeah,
just
he
like
just did a movie
grew.
with Idris Elba.
This man grew so fast. All of them, all the kids are freaking old.
I
as
know
heck.
he has a goatee and whatnot.
Every time I think of Stranger Things now, I just think of the last season when Dustin and his girlfriend were singing Neverending Story.
Yeah.
It's like a full
I
4
love
minute.
I love that.
It just kept going. Dude. I'm so mad I can't find it. Whatever.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
just sent you
on.
the timestamp. I told you.
Oh, did you?
I said it like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you did. Okay. All right, let me show it to you guys then. So I
podcasters.
I clicked on it and I was like, let me see what this is all about. So I forwarded it to this part.
Is that Rue?
Yeah. That's the mom. This. So look at this. So he was gonna stab her. She just kicks him to stop it.
You little turd.
So he's taking Rue.
Yeah, yo, he punted her. What's that?
What is this?
And then I clicked off right. I forwarded it right to that part. I saw him punt kick Rue against a tree. And I shut it off.
Yeah, she's gonna end up like Lamar Hoskins.
Oh my god.
Too soon.
Oh,
Spoiler.
no.
Nobody cared about Battlestar. Shut up.
I did
His
say he
life
was
didn't matter.
garbage.
Yeah, he
The
said
episode before it, I was like, this dude's garbage, bro.
he died.
He gets
Just swinging from a rope. Terrible.
Oh, so the Oscars happened.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
So pretty trash. The ratings are the worst they've ever been.
Oscars are always trash. They're so rigged.
I
Same
agree. I
thing
don't
as the
watch them
Grammys.
anyway.
It's terrible.
I don't watch them, but I get a lot of happiness seeing that the ratings are terrible because it's clear people are, being woken up to the fact that this junk is trash.
Yep.
But I believe it was Minari that won Best Picture, which is Nomadland.
Yeah, Nomadland
Nomadland won Best Picture. And the director of that
is the director, of
director-
Eternals.
of Eternals for Marvel, which makes me super excited that there's an Oscar-winning Best Picture director taking over a Marvel movie.
Eternals is gonna be Phase 4 of Marvel is like
another
a whole nother
anticipated
level. Like it's insane.
So excited.
Cranking it up to 30.
Eternals is going to be amazing.
Right now, the suits that they have for all these characters are beautiful. So I can only imagine like the newer movies and Eternals,
Did they
the
show
way they're gonna
official
look.
suits? The thing with that is I don't know like any of these characters from Eternals. I don't know anything about Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi
sure.
or whatever. I don't know him
Wow.
at all. So like a lot of these movies I'm going in blind too, and I'm pretty well versed. So it's that part's going to be interesting because now I get to go at it from the point of view of like most people who don't read the comics and stuff. And I'm just this is my first exposure to these characters.
I'm so excited. It's so cool how they can go anywhere with it And the fact that I really don't think she has any movies under her belt besides this and like maybe some smaller one before this.
So her first shot was an Oscar winner?
Yeah. And that just goes to show how impressive Kevin Feige.
Hey, with a sheesh.
That just goes to show how impressive Kevin Feige's eye is for talent. He must have like had her in and was like, "What's your idea for this movie? Like, we're doing Eternals. Have you read the comics? What's your idea for it?" And she probably just blew this dude away. She was like, "I'm going to do it different. Something that, Marvel hasn't really touched on before. Different style. I'm so excited for it."
Now they're doing like horror with Multiverse of Madness too. They're just going way out of the box. I don't know what that's going to look like, but
yeah, Marvel and horror doesn't really. It's a kids franchise, like not necessarily a kids franchise, but
maybe jump scares. Yeah,
I'm excited though.
You know what I mean?
Staying in terms of Marvel, Feige has confirmed Avengers 5, right?
New Avengers
5.
I think that it'll technically be called 4.
No,
or 5.
It's
Oh,
5.
that's a good question.
Because Endgame was 4.
you had Infinity Game and Endgame, Infinity War and Endgame.
Infinity Games.
Age of Game.
Welcome to the Infinity Starving Games. So yeah, Avengers 5. He did confirm, and another Marvel producer said there's another 10 MCU projects that they haven't even announced yet, or something crazy like that. It's
what I'm saying, dude.
They have so much.
8 of those are gonna be stupid gallery behind the scenes stuff.
No, he said movies and shows. So I think it's probably gonna be Fantastic Four and all. But they've named those. Yeah, so, yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Fantastic
I'm excited
Four and
for the
X-Men.
future.
That's what I'm excited for.
Me too.
I'm so skeptical. I can't stand X-Men, the movies and stuff, because they're just after the first. It's just
yeah, but I'm just going into this with high hopes. MCU.
Movies. Yeah, MCU. I'm excited for, but I'm nervous because all these the reboot of the young X-Men stuff. It just left such a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't even bother watching Dark Phoenix. Whatever.
I personally would love to see an Avengers caliber movie or Civil War caliber movie of where we introduce the X-Men. I would love to see.
I want Russo brothers doing an X-Men movie.
Me too, and I would love to see how the X-Men get introduced. There are these new powerful beings, mutants, and X-Men. And the X-Men and the Avengers don't get along. Avengers are where are these guys coming from? This and that, and they fight each other until they finally get along. I would love that, and I would love it to be new Avengers versus mutants. Ugh, it would be amazing.
Because we're pretty far into the whole Avengers storyline.
Yeah,
so Tony's gone, Cap's gone, and they haven't even introduced X-Men yet. And obviously it's because they started this whole thing without having the rights to X-Men, so they couldn't really plan this out. But now they do. So I'm wondering, because there's a lot of story there with those characters and the X-Men.
Yeah, a lot of.
So now they're gonna have to pretty much go with, like you said, the new Avengers, which are the sidekicks and the young kids having to deal with the X-Men, a new generation of Avengers. So that's gonna be weird too.
So exciting. I think it's because I grew up with X-Men. I used to watch all the shows before school.
The cartoons were incredible.
Loved them. The Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry movies. Loved them all, even though
the first one and part of the second one are the only two that I'll ever watch.
The Last Stand was, Cyclops was my favorite character before that movie.
Yeah, he got done dirty.
It was rough.
What a crybaby.
And then even the reboot, you know what though? First Class. Have you guys seen it in recent years?
First Class wasn't horrible. It was okay.
Yeah. I rewatched it a few weeks ago, and it's not as good as I remembered it being.
No, it's bad. It's not that great.
Of all the new ones, that one's probably my favorite.
I like,
but
Days
that's
of
a
Future
very low bar.
I like Days of Futures Past, and I like it.
That?
The one where X-Men, X-Men, Wolverine goes back in time, and he has the bone claws again.
Okay, I changed my mind. That's
Days
the one
of
I'm
Future-
thinking of.
yeah.
Yeah.
First
That's
Class
one where it's
was
going back and forth
hot
between like the
garbage.
Sentinels killing them and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
In like present, and he's
Yes.
back in stuff. Okay,
It was
yeah,
dope.
that one's way better. Yeah.
First Class had some really cringy. It had some cool moments like the Nazi camp and the quarter through the head, and Kevin Bacon's amazing and everything he does. But there was like some really cringy dialogue. And the scene
They
where-
did my man Darwin dirty.
Yeah, how
He's
can you
invincible
adapt to anything, but you
He's
swallow it and you're done?
invincible in the comics. Literally anything.
Yeah,
Like he would have
yeah.
just swallowed that matter
Yeah.
and just been like, okay, whatever. But they just killed him off, and I was like, that's stupid. Just kill.
Yeah, it was
kill another
the
black
scene where
man.
they were
It's
all
terrible.
like in the compound and they were all like, showing off their powers. It was just that cringy, like, so why do they call you Banshee?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't really want to go into it. And they're like, come on. And he's like, just that cringy stuff that I don't like.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they try to like think outside of the box, like, oh, okay, well, these are the characters that they always use, so let's try to use different characters. And it's like, okay, well, there's a reason that we don't really use those characters because they're stupid.
There's a
Like,
reason
that was
Polka Dot Man isn't in every DC movie.
that was like the 70s comic books where they were just like having fever
Yeah.
dreams and coming up with these weird powers that weren't very valid. And
Yep,
they shouldn't
These
be
guys
in
were
these
high
live
on
action
crack
because it's just
cocaine
so
writing
bad.
comic books.
Yeah.
all of them,
It's
dude.
like Woodstock and no. you
Dude,
can't.
Stephen King he's written most of his biggest hits from the 70s and 80s while doing
While
lines of
high.
coke.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You can see it in the books.
Yeah.
when he just got a
Yeah.
hit. because
He'd be like,
he was-
wow, oh, this is
It just
normal.
goes
This is
crazy.
normal. Whoa.
Where did that come from?
He was talking to George R.R. Martin on this interview that they were doing together. That's the author of the Game of Thrones series.
Mhm.
And he's like notorious for not writing quickly. Like fans have been waiting for the last book of the series for like over a decade now. And
Takes his time with it, yeah.
yeah, but it's gotten to the point where it's like he's not taking his time with it. Like people like you're just being lazy. So they had this
It's like a meme at this point. Like,
yeah, they had this conference about a year or two ago, and he was asking Stephen King, he was like, how do you write so much so fast? And he was like, well, there's some tips I could give you after the show. And everyone in the audience was laughing because King is, he's a crackhead. Pretty
But,
ugly
I mean,
dude. Sick
King-
mind.
King at the same time,
What a
obviously,
legend.
he's viewed as like this incredible writer. A lot of his stuff is absolute garbage. Like a lot of his books are just not
He's the,
good.
well, no.
he has a
I was going
lot
to say
of
the
books.
Netflix of books, but that's James Patterson.
Oh, James Patterson. Oh my
Whoa.
God.
James Patterson is a print you know what he does? He hires writers to write the books under him and get the exposure. It's like an
Ghostwriters.
apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And then he throws his name on the book and it says with,
Mhm.
you
This
know,
person, like
John
yeah.
Doe. That's the person who actually wrote the book.
Mhm.
It's just his name. That's why he's so rich. It's not even funny, dude. It's like
Isn't
Dean
this dude-
Koontz. Same
This
thing.
dude has a bunch of books too. Tom Clancy. He has so many.
Yeah.
Who writes the Tom Clancy books?
Oh my god.
Is that Dean Koontz?
Ooh, you put me on the spot here.
I've
don't
never
know.
read them. It's not my type of books.
I got one of them on Audible.
Oh wait.
I think it was Red October, The Hunt for Red October,
Mhm.
or something like that. There was a solid. It was like 48 minutes of this
Yeah, it is.
Russian dude, of a white
No.
guy speaking with a Russian accent, talking about Russian submarines, like all the technical bits of Russian submarines. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna put a drill bit through my temple right now. I cannot handle this. And I got rid of the book. I got a refund. I was like, I can't.
Tom Clancy. I did so many refunds on Audible that they stopped refunding my. They were like,
Oh yeah, I remember.
yeah.
It
They
was
were like,
that
you can
one.
call customer service and return. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'll keep it.
I got that one, a refund for that one in 11/22/63 because I accidentally got it in like German or French.
Really?
Or something. I got it in a different language, and I started listening to it, and I was
Welcome to,
like, "Sorry, that's not right." And I
I
told
didn't
them,
do
they were like,
Finnish. Finnish niks. Vergeest. Vandaag night.
This guy.
I'm
I
pretty
do
sure
speak
you
German.
said something. Like,
So
Speaking of Tom Clancy, have you seen the trailer for Michael B. Jordan's Tom
it
Clancy's
looks
No Remorse?
so good.
"Is he? That's not Jack Ryan, right?
No. It's
Okay.
different. Yeah.
Okay.
Tom Clancy's the author, by the way. I looked it up. He is the author.
No, he has a bunch. He has other authors.
Yeah, I was thinking. I thought Tom Clancy was like the name of the character.
No.
In all the books, like Jack Reacher.
Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan is another
Reacher
one.
is Lee Child.
Yeah, but I thought Tom Clancy was another one of those
was a character name.
people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Tom Clancy, but he does have Tom Clancy series books where he's not the writer. There's other authors.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you got to do it, man. That money's crazy.
It's like this guy. It's the same thing.
Mark Graney's done a few with him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mark Graney's awesome too. I like Mark Graney.
Anyway. How did we get to Tom Clancy?
I'm trying to think now. What were we talking about?
We got to Stephen King. We got to
R.R. Martin.
We got to George R.R. Martin.
Patterson.
What were we talking about?
What got us here?
What subject were we on?
No, I'm trying to think.
We're on. What were we talking about? Fairly Odd Parents.
Right?
The last
like the hour.
Oh no,
ago.
We're talking about X-Men.
Marvel. X-Men.
X-Men. That's okay.
Darwin.
We started talking about Darwin.
Darwin.
We talk about random obscure 70s superpowers.
Oh,
and
comic books.
Crack.
The turning point was cocaine addiction.
That was the bridge.
And welcome to the LightPole Podcast.
We found it, people. We found it.
Sometimes you just gotta run it back.
Yeah.
All right.
We can move on now. Okay.
More news.
My last piece here. Rumor has it that the sequel to the last Godzilla movie we just saw, the
Monsterverse
Kong versus Godzilla.
The Monsterverse. Yeah.
Is it going to be sequel?
Or I'm sorry, not a sequel to Godzilla. A sequel to Kong is going to be Son of Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Young or something. Mighty Joe Young. Isn't that his son?
I don't know. I just know.
I think you're thinking of Joe Young. We had him as a guest on episode 2.
Joseph Young. He's a.
You know he's gonna timestamp this. He's like, my name.
There you go, Joe. There's a shout out.
Yeah, Son of Kong, and it's gonna be directed by the same one who did Godzilla vs. Kong.
Is that the same director as King of Godzilla, King of Monsters, or whatever?
Hopefully not. That movie was atrocious.
That movie was awesome.
That movie was so bad, dude.
The monster fights in there was awesome.
Right. Hold on. Let me.
Okay, sorry.
Before
I set him off. Off.
No, before I say something that's untrue, I want to make sure. I want to look at the stats real quick to make sure I'm correct here.
Oh, Darren and his stats.
This movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, made more money in a pandemic than King of the Monsters did. That's how trash.
That's because everyone is at home and they have nothing better to do than watch the movie.
Yeah, but gross revenue doesn't count all the HBO Max movies and stuff like that. This is people who went to the theater. Theaters aren't full capacity. People are still afraid to go to theaters, and it still made more money than that doo-doo fest of King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters is good.
I think it was because this was like closer to more people being safe, and they're just like, I really want to go watch a movie at the theater.
That was desperation.
Yeah, I think they're just
I
like, I
want to
really
go
want to
out.
go to the movies. And
I don't care what's playing.
Yeah.
Godzilla, King of the
And
Monsters.
you have two creatures that everybody loves. You have Godzilla and Kong.
That's true.
So, I mean,
So
it's like Civil War.
Take what Kong made, take what Godzilla King of the Monsters made, put them together, and see if that matches Godzilla versus Kong.
That's two separate movies in 2 separate years.
Two separate fan bases. All right, let's see.
Well, that was my last piece of movie news. I don't know what in the world a Son of Kong movie would entail. I'm not excited for it, but I will watch it.
Who did he have a kid with? Who gave birth?
I don't think that's appropriate to
Who
ask.
knows?
Kong.
If he's the last of his kind, there's no female Kongs running around. Unless one was hiding in that temple that Caesar in his prime couldn't have built.
Bro, he brings a good point here. I don't know. That's a good point.
Where's that kid coming from?
They're going to do some basic plot line where he's in Middle Earth for so long that not Middle Earth isn't Lord of the Rings, Hollow Earth for so long that he finds like a little like preservation of his people there.
I was waiting.
I'm waiting for the cancel. I'm waiting for the cancel button.
Nope.
I'm going to get censored.
This is cancel free week.
It's so good.
Thank you, Ben.
Okay,
Why, you got any piece?
how much did
calculating it.
King of the Monsters.
Yeah. How much did Godzilla vs Kong make opening weekend?
Opening weekend was 69. Worldwide gross is 406.
Okay.
I'm sure that movie cost more than 406 million to make.
No,
it
made more opening weekend than King of the Monsters too.
Godzilla versus Kong Skull Island made like 60 opening weekend, and
that's rough.
King of the Monsters made like 47.7. So together, that's
Godzilla
107.
Kong made more than Godzilla did.
Apparently,
I'm not surprised, bro.
That movie was garbage. I didn't like Kong Skull Island very much.
No, it was.
Best part about that was pissed off Samuel Jackson and the dude getting whipped
You
with the
mean
tail.
just regular Samuel Jackson?
Yeah, fair enough.
You ever seen the Samuel Jackson interview where the guy's asking him about the Django Unchained? And he was like, this movie says a lot of N words. How do you feel about that? He's like, what word? No, nice. What N word? And then he's like, I can't say it. He's like, say it. Go ahead, say it. He's like, I can't. And he was like, whatever. He kept harassing him. He was like,
I like my job, sir.
Yeah, he was like, whatever. It was a good question. He's like, no, it's not. It's not a good question if you can't even say the word.
He was like, until you can say the word, I'm not even going to engage that question. Next. Because it's true. I don't know why these white people are so obsessed with that. It's not your business. Like, how you going to ask him? He was in the movie. It's like when that interviewer asked Robert Downey Jr. about his dad and their child life, between them two, when he was specifically told, don't ask about this, is off limits.
That's when he got off. He got up and left the interview. Yeah.
It's stupid questions like that. It's like, as an interview, you should know, like,
what buttons not to push.
Yeah, it's like when I hear people say, like, oh, well, if Kendrick puts the N-word in the song, then I should be able to say it. Well, then say it, right? You do it. You got the energy. Go ahead. You deal with the repercussions. Go ahead. Ain't nobody stopping you. True. But anyway, that's
the cancel culture.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Embrace it. You want to act like that? I mean, I don't know.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest, Lil.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
To Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Spoiler alert! My God.
Spoiler.
It's been a week. You haven't seen this. The season finale.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I like that reaction.
Joey liked it.
Yeah.
Joey, you want to give us your thoughts first?
We're gonna sound clip that.
I would love to start off. I would love to start off.
Maybe we should do like
about it was we should thank our sponsors, nuts.com, quickly. First and foremost.
Thank you.
Every week it's a different bag.
There we go. That's familiar looking.
Oh, that's slowly and surely. These are cinnamon pecans. Taste so good.
Pecan.
So delicious. So scrumptious.
10% off. LightPole. Nuts.com.
You should try to get sponsored.
Imagine.
Send this clip to them.
Send them
be
message.
like, hey, we mention you every episode.
Clip from the past like 4 episodes.
And be like, yeah, we mention you guys every episode. So,
like, all right, how many views do you have? They're like 4.5.
4.5.
But they're like, very loyal. Very loyal.
Yeah. We'll pay you 50 cents.
I'm like, they're always here though.
They might send you like a free sample bag or something like that with like 3 nuts in it.
That's all I want sponsorships for. It's not for the betterment of those companies. I want free stuff. It's not like
sell out.
Yeah. All right,
anyway,
so back to Joey.
Oh, okay. So do you want to, before we start talking about it, do we want to go around and give like a number rating? Like out of
the
10?
Season?
We could do an episode and overall for the season.
Okay. I did the same actually.
So Joey, go ahead for the episode first, and then the season overall.
Episode first.
Just throw a number out there.
I'd say 8.5 for the episode, and then overall season, maybe a 7.
Okay.
All right. Wiley.
Finale. I give it a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll explain. And then season overall, I think like an 8. 8 for the season for me.
I'm going 7 for both.
Okay.
I'm going 7 for finale and 8 for season.
All I respect it. Okay, so we got some differences in opinions here.
All right. I'm curious. I'm curious to hear Wiley's, but Joey, go ahead. You first. Give us your episode.
I think I sent to the group chat when D said this episode's not going to be good, and I said we're going to be like pleased, but we're not going to be satisfied, and that's how I felt. I felt very pleased with most of it. I don't want to go into details because I know we're going to talk about every section of the episode. I was pleased going into it. The very beginning, I loved it, but I don't know. I felt unsatisfied by a lot. There was a lot that I just wanted to see happen that didn't happen. Darren, you got enough chapstick on your lips?
I just wanted to see how long I could go.
I've been watching you the whole time.
Solid 20 seconds. Oh man.
Okay. D, what was your feeling? You gave a 7.
Yeah, we'll get into the details after in a few minutes here. Overall, when it comes to the 7, I pretty much what I expected from this episode was I didn't think they were going to bomb it by any means, because no episode of this season has been like a bombed episode. They've all been good.
Yeah.
What I expected was there was a lot of plot lines in this show for them to try to wrap up in this last episode between the Flag Smashers and Zemo and Bucky and his list and Sharon Carter and what's his face Walker and all this stuff. So I was like, there's no way they're going to be smooth wrapping everything up. It's going to be weird. And then I didn't like the fight scenes at all. Thought they were really bad.
Really?
Yeah. It was a lot of choppiness. All of them.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
It was so much choppiness. If you watch it back, it was like one of those Jason Bourne, just camera all over the place.
The camera angles I do not agree with for this show. All of Falcon's camera angles were super weird.
Yeah.
And they kept doing that like it wasn't even POV. Like if it's POV, that's one thing. But like when they have like in his face while he's flying, it just looked really awkward.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do they keep doing that? Like it doesn't look that good. Don't do it. And they did it like 2 or 3 times every episode. It was weird.
It was weird. And I mean the fight scene between who was it in the warehouse? It was Falcon versus
Carly.
That girl. Carly.
And yeah.
That was such a terrible fight. I mean, literally just watch the clips in slow-mo and she was just like flailing her arms. Like the editing was really rough.
She's not a fighter.
She's a kid.
She's a kid.
Okay, but then it doesn't line up because how's she taking down Walker like that when he was able to take down Bucky and Sam? And then it just that doesn't
He's
add
up against like 8 super soldiers.
And
they're all kicking him.
And
in
at
the
that
face
point, he's blinded.
With no shield.
At that point, he's blinded by rage rather than.
They were literally like curb stomping him.
Yeah.
There was like 8 of them.
But then
there.
he couldn't take down a teen. Like she worked him. Like that just
maybe
it was weird.
What team? I think his sense
teen because when she like knocked him out because she was
yeah.
like going through all the bars and he couldn't fit.
She gave him the word.
Well, he couldn't fit. Maybe that's what it was. He couldn't fit through
their
the bars.
Senses and agility are like heightened though. I mean, you saw Bucky catch that bar when they threw it at him. He was mad quick, just.
Yeah, but he's a super soldier now too. But okay, I can agree with
Wiley,
that. But
give us yours because you had the highest out of everyone.
So we're talking like the episode, right?
Yeah.
A 9 is just a step down from a 10, my friend, and a 10 was the last
that's
episode.
How math works. Yeah.
Thank you for breaking down the math
Mandalorian
equation.
season 2 finale. That's what I'm saying. So this is just below that.
I'm thinking overall arching story arcs and character development.
Character development.
John Walker. I absolutely love John Walker in this episode. Absolutely loved him. And whatever hate I had before, it kind of went out the window there. Yep. Absolutely, because we talked about you can see the moment a character snaps. Well, in this episode, not to get too specific, but you can see the moment where he has to make a judgment call of who he's going to be going forward. He can choose to keep fighting Carly and go all the way just bad. I am my own man. I'm doing whatever the heck I want. Or what he knows is right in his heart and try to save that truck that was falling.
He really fought against it, yeah.
And it came down. yeah, he snapped in the previous episode, but now this was his redemption. You know what I mean?
Back.
So I absolutely love that.
That was a perfect example of what Darren had brought up before with, Steve Rogers is always going to make the right call. But in this case, you didn't know what he was going to do. I absolutely could have seen him going after Carly and putting a pull right through her chest, or grabbing that truck and trying to pull it back.
I could have seen him letting the truck go and then just walking away kind of dejected and angry at the world.
Yeah.
And not really caring.
That was a total coin toss there.
Yep.
So that's really good. When you don't know where a character is going to go with their intentions and their motivations and stuff like that, that can either be really, really good character development or really bad character development, because you're like, he's all over the place, or his morals are just so like skewered that it's up in the air. So that was really good. I like that.
I also loved Bucky. This was the first time in the modern era of these like MCU movies or whatever, where he wasn't recognized as the Winter Soldier, but rather as a hero. This is the first time he was thanked because he saved those people in the truck. They were all thanking him, and he felt like for once, okay, I'm the good guy, finally. You know what I mean? So I like that character development as well, because he's always battled with, I've done these bad things out of my control, stuff. But now people were like, thank you.
Himself.
Exactly. Thank you for saving my life. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure like one of the cops or whatever, called him Sergeant Barnes as he was walking.
Pretty sure.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then the Sam story arc, first of all, suit, freaking amazing. I loved it. Very comic accurate.
Let's go on to the moment.
I loved it.
Flew right.
It was cool. I liked the fact that they didn't like, it wasn't any kind of like build up, like suspense kind of thing with the suit. It was just like, boom, he's there. This is the suit. This is the shield. His new wings, everything. Just continue with the scene, and it was almost like, whoa, like they just threw it in there and just deal with it. But I liked that. It was cool.
The suit felt very out of the comic book, so I assume it was very close to what it was in the comic book.
Yeah.
Look up a picture. It's
like almost identical as a comic book. Yeah.
I expected something different.
I'm not a huge fan of it personally. Yeah. It's kind of like in my opinion, it was like Captain America's first in the first Avengers, his costume that looked super like superhero-y.
Yeah,
it looked a little too
like
superhero-y.
bright colors. Like
I love from after the first
Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America,
Winter Soldier suit is my favorite.
Winter Soldier suit, even the second Avengers, Age of Ultron, that suit, Infinity War, his Endgame suit, they're all like the darker colors, more like militaristic battle. Those ones, in my opinion, look way better than the bright color, like superhero-y kind of thing. And I felt he just
got the brand new Nikes, man. He just pulled them out the box.
Yeah.
This one was just a little
white.
Who designed it? It was the Wakandans, yo. They flashy. They're like, what's up?
It didn't feel like, you know what though? It felt like
when not gonna get dirty.
When I saw Wakandan suit, I expected something different. And I get that this is the more comic book accurate, so I'm wrong. I get that. I just expected something more like technology, especially since his whole suit is he's not a superhero, it's all technology.
Yeah.
So I expected something more like cool kind of thing. I wasn't disappointed by it. I just didn't expect that.
I was thinking it was gonna be more streamlined, like T'Challa's like Panther suit.
Yeah, more skin tight.
You know, there was no padding though. That was all his muscles. Anthony Mackie's.
Dude, he got jacked.
He bulked up.
In the training montage.
He's a block. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Bro. That was pretty good.
But anyway, I like his story arc because he finally he convinced himself that yes, I am right for this role as Captain America, but in his own way, like the scene and Marvel. I know Marvel did this purposefully, like on purpose, where she goes, stay down, and everyone is expecting I can do this all day. Yeah. Instead, he has his own no, just like no, and that's like kind of like Marvel telling us no, he's not gonna be like Steve, but also his own kind of thing,
I did love that scene because obviously every Captain America movie has had that scene where someone knocks
I could do
over
this all
Stevie.
day.
Yeah, but I like that they continued it because it's like, hey, this is Captain America, but it's not the Captain America that you're used to. It's a new Captain America, but it's still Cap. Mm-hmm. He is Cap now. That was a nice little like nod.
There were two parts of this episode that made it really good for me. One was the Isaiah Bradley taking him to the museum.
That got me so hard.
I was like, that was amazing. I was like, that is the sweetest thing. Like, this dude finally feels like I've gotten some respect for what I did. Yeah. And then
taking
the
his grandson there too was awesome.
Yeah. The speech at the end was like, I mean, who are the script writers for this show? It was so good.
It was.
It wasn't preachy. But it was convincing.
Balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like
when he's like, you don't know.
It sounded like a black Captain America.
He's like, I don't know. I'm a black man in the Captain America suit. Of course I know. Like, I know more than you. Like, and that was like, yeah, that's crazy.
And when I hear one of these politicians or activists say something like that today, it annoys the mess out of me because 99% of the time it's disingenuous and fake. Ironically, from a fake show, it felt more real.
Yeah.
So I was like, these writers are amazing. That whole speech, I was like glued to it. I was like, this is amazing.
I mean, I think it had a lot to do with his delivery of it because he could have been saying the exact same thing, but if he said it in a more like rigid tone and stuff like that, it would have come off as one of those disingenuous, like scripted speeches and stuff like that. But the way he said it felt like a normal person talking and saying his point of view and like, no, you don't get it. Like, this is the people talking. It's not, I'm not some politician. I'm not some diplomat or anything like that. I'm a black man in a Captain America suit. So it just felt really, really like just perfect.
Yeah.
But I think what drags it, I don't like Carly Morgenthau. I think she was the worst. I mean, she's the most
she's dead now.
Yeah.
Can we talk about?
Don't worry about that.
Can we talk about how Zemo's butler has killed more super soldiers than anyone else in the freaking show?
For real.
Dude.
Wait, what?
He blew up
the van with all the.
At the end. That was the old guy.
That was his butler at the episode like 3 or whatever.
You're right. Yep. That the whole super soldier. I didn't like any of them. Like, you don't feel bad when Carly dies. Like, they tried to make you feel bad. Like, oh, so sad. She was young. It was like what she was fighting for was just so like, you've seen it a million times before. I don't think she was a good actor. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't. I like it when
I don't like her as an actress.
Has she done anything else?
She was in Solo. She was the rebel outlaw with a good cause in Solo.
That's literally never put that together. Yeah, I've only seen.
She's
Solo
literally
once,
played the same 2 roles.
Holy cow! I forgot about that. Yeah,
right. That makes sense.
It's stealing from people, but for a good cause, and the little young rebel outlaw. Same thing.
But it's like, how far off do you have to be like, like innocent people die? And she's like, well, if that's what the cost needs to be for the war, then that's what it needs to be. And I'm like, okay. It's like, that's so fake. Like, it just feels so, I've seen that trope so many times. So I didn't care when she died.
I did like the Sharon Carter reveal of the power broker kind of thing.
I felt like that was coming already though, but so I kind of wanted to be like,
my brother said it before that. Like, it was like, she power broker.
Yeah.
I said it during the last episode. It was
I just felt like it would have been cool for them to reveal someone else as a misdirect. You know what I mean?
But I'm confused because I thought, I mean, I don't know much about her in the comic books, but I thought she was.
Neither do I.
Like a straight and narrow kind of character, more like Steve.
Me too. That's what. And she was fighting Hydra with Steve.
Yeah, she seems in Winter Soldier sketch right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, what happened in those 5 years?
Yeah, and then she says some cringy stuff in the post-credit scene. She's like,
I have access
walking out of the steps of a government building. Now we have access to all the secret government, top secret weapons and documents we need. Yeah, no one of these people are like,
hello.
You should be saying that on the phone. I don't know. It's just weird.
I feel like they had a different story arc for Shannon, and then last minute they switched it up.
Yeah,
I have that written down, dude. I said Shannon Carter, the most underwhelming reveal ever. It's true.
It really was. She was literally, I am the spy. That's how it felt. Like
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it
One
goes in
second
that
for me.
category, dude.
Keep going.
And then I put a happy Walker is happy in the end, and it made me happy just to see him like.
Wow, that's a lot of happiness. I
like
was
my
a
boy
little
Walker.
confused. This man committed a freaking war crime, decapitated a dude in like public in broad daylight. And I know he went through the whole hearing thing and he was stripped of his rank and all that stuff. But then he just like kind of walks away at the end. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, he did the good thing at the end. I feel like someone should have been like, okay, before you go, just real quick, just come over to the police station. We gotta talk real quick.
We gotta debrief.
Yeah. He just like walked off and I was like,
where did he get his suit? I just realized he had his suit on, the Captain America.
It was
suit.
probably
Isn't that government property though. Wouldn't that be?
I don't think he gave it back. They didn't show him giving it. He gave the shield back because that was government property, but I don't think he gave the suit back. He had it in a little like suit carrier zippy thing.
Yeah. His poor little tinfoil shield.
What did he think was going to happen with that? This dude is throwing the equivalent of a
paper airplane
around, and it got like trash in the first 30 seconds. What are you expecting to happen?
Yeah, look, I wrote who was the script writer for that monologue. Felt nothing when Carly died.
Who is the U.S. agent? Like, how does he play into the comic? I think Joey knows more about that. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? I think he plays like both sides, right?
I think he's a bad guy, but honestly, my guess is he's an anti-hero. That's gonna be my guess. That's what he seems like.
Okay. Because I don't actually know very much about him.
He would be kind of like a mercenary, sort of.
True, Ren.
Okay.
And then there was this one cringy line which had me die. Like I was legit laughing out loud when they look at the Falcon and the dude's like, "Yeah, that's the Black Falcon." And the other guy goes, "No, it's Captain America." I was like, "Oh no, they did not just do that." I convulsed. I was like, "Oh no." So cringy.
I was a little disappointed that they never really. I mean, obviously we know what's going to happen, but they never kind of continued the whole thing with Torres in the Falcon suit.
You're right.
I was hoping for some kind of like him working on the wings or something like that.
That would have
like
been cool.
Some kind of mask on to show that he's like.
I was like
getting him ready.
I was trying to look when they showed him. Everyone was like listening to Sam's speech, and they were cutting to like all the supporting characters.
He had the wings on the
I was
table.
trying to look in the background when they cut to Torres to see if they had like the suit in the back or something, but. Well, that just leaves it open to a future project. So
yeah, we'll see him again.
100%. I liked him a lot.
I think overall. Oh, go ahead.
We solved the mystery of why Bucky sucked so much. Well.
Yeah.
In this show, because I found this image that showed a bunch of screen grabs from the Winter Soldier when he was brainwashed, and how as the Winter Soldier, he automatically deferred to his robotic vibranium arm in everything that he did, which made him like crazy OP. And we also talked about, I think it was the last episode, how when your morals are less than honorable, you have fewer inhibitions. So you just kind of go all in. But as Bucky, he's trying to be better. He's trying to be nicer, and he's right-handed. So he's not as quick with his reflexes. He's not as strong, which is why he very often got punched in the face.
Yeah, he got
too many times.
It was a little rough for the boy.
Yeah.
I think
that was a cool little thing. I love how Marvel really just goes all in on those details.
Yeah, I think it was unintentional, but honestly, I think the best parts of this series were Zemo and Walker. Like, just my opinion. I think they were the shining stars of this series. Like, any scene with Zemo in it was like, you love it. It's like, I am looking for the fifth floor.
You beat me by a half second. I was about to do it.
Where is the Winter Soldier? And then Walker had like one of the most amazing arcs I've ever seen in a 6-episode series.
Goodness.
It was so good. And Sam's was good too, but I don't know. It was,
not as good.
Yeah, for Falcon and Winter Soldier to have the main fan favorites after this is done be Zemo and Walker, it was like but
yeah.
I like the scene, even though it's for like a couple seconds when Sam was bringing Carly's body down, and you actually see like his whole wing, the actual wingspan.
That was pretty cool.
That was
just
dope.
Went down angelically, like, dude, his wings are huge.
That was a
pretty cool scene. I like that one.
I still wonder how it works. Is it connected?
Bro, I saw
to
it
the
fold in. I was
neurons?
like, what? That don't make no.
Well, he has jetpacks.
It's so quick.
It's probably like body movements, like little twitches. I don't know. He's a pilot.
He was fighting with the wings. It's so fast.
Wait,
I did really
You're not
like.
lying.
Right?
I think it was Carly kicked the shield or something like that, and he used the wings as like support.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. So
Oh,
that's another example of how Marvel is so good at taking these characters who aren't really that like OP or anything like that, and using them in unique ways to kind of balance them out and compensate. Yeah. So they're more creative with the fight scenes and the choreography and showing like, okay, yeah, he's fighting someone who can technically cave his skull in with one kick, but he's also being creative with his environment and what he uses his skills and abilities and stuff for. So
I think sometimes you have to like suspend a little bit of the disbelief with this stuff, because just think about Iron Man for a second. Every movie, Iron Man had some unreal new technology that wouldn't even be possible with that amount of money to have. Yeah. But yeah, you just don't think about it, and it's cool or not to. It makes it more fun.
Oh, you're gonna read off the list of how much it costs, huh? No.
I'm setting a reminder because I want to bring up something later.
My boy had in Iron Man 3 had like 42 suits that he exploded.
Yeah,
there's billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of technology there that just all just went
But
off.
He makes it himself. He's so freaking smart. So
hey, I don't care if you're making. I could build a car. It's gonna cost me a few $1,000s.
Bro.
he made it with a box of scraps in a cave. Tony Stark built this.
I understood that
reference. Come on, man.
Oh, is that Joe Biden? Sorry, new sound clip, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe, it's time to go, Joe.
Jebediah Stain. You know what? All right.
We got the sound thing, Tony.
We got it. Timestamp it, Joseph.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Yeah,
can we get a corn pop sound clip?
Corn pop.
I
need that sound clip. That one in Darian doing his Christopher Walken.
Oh my goodness, we should get that.
Sometimes I go back and just listen to that part of the episode. What is a foo and what are they fighting?
Foo fighters.
So what is the foo and who are they fighting? What is this war amongst the fools? Oh goodness! All right.
God.
Overall, not a bad season at all. But I have Loki is the one I've been waiting for. That's like my expectations for this series were low. I was like, this is gonna be.
I think
also I'm happy for Uncle Bucky chilling with Sam's family, having a good old time.
Dude,
I like that at the end.
That was awesome.
The show overall wasn't like groundbreaking, wasn't absolutely incredible, but it was very consistent.
Yeah.
It never had, like Darian said, it didn't have any bombs, but there weren't really very many like, oh my God, that was absolutely incredible scenes either, which was better than like WandaVision, because some of the episodes were like, oh God, it was like a chore to get through some of those episodes, and some of them were like really, really good. But I'll take this over WandaVision being like super disappointed with half the stuff, especially when there's so few episodes to go off of.
I think I agree.
I wonder if
I gave them both a 7 on my IMDb. So
I wonder if it wasn't for COVID, how different this series would have been.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been way different.
Yeah,
probably a lot more characters.
Supposed to be a lot of movies coming out before.
Yeah,
all this.
And it did change the storylines and a lot of stuff.
Yep.
So I can
see where like last minute they had to change a lot of the writing.
Yeah. Yep.
I want Bucky as White Wolf.
He
Loki.
technically
Okay.
is. I mean, they mentioned him like 3
Yeah.
times as White Wolf, but
Does White Wolf have like his own costume?
yeah,
Yeah.
he does. It looks
Yeah.
like Black
As, like, a
Panther,
wolf?
but
Just
white.
It's white,
Yeah.
white Black Panther. Yeah.
What about his arm? Is it
It's like
Well,
like a
covered-
white
in the
suit,
comics,
metallic arm?
Bucky isn't White Wolf. I don't think so.
it's a different guy.
It's
It's
a
like a
different
hunter.
one,
It's
yeah.
like T'Challa's like step brother or adopted brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He becomes White Wolf.
I want a scene with Bucky in a room like Tony's armory, and it's just like a bunch of different color arms, and he just like detaches
Which one
it, puts like
today?
a different one on.
That'd be awesome. A nice little montage with some music. Just trying on all the different arms.
That'd be pretty cool.
That was another thing. Now Bucky is comfortable showing off the arm because he's not ashamed of who he is. So like now he doesn't have the
have gloves
gloves
or anything.
anymore and stuff like that. That's another.
And he told the little the Asian dude
I don't know.
about
that
his
broke
son.
my heart.
His son.
They wrapped that up nicely too. He wasn't like, it's okay, come here, give me a hug. It was like,
Get
Get out.
devastated.
yeah, he
But,
needed some
yeah.
distance, and Bucky's not chilling with him, but he saw the girl was with him, and he was like,
Mhm.
okay, we're good.
And
That was
I was like
and
half
I like
expecting to see him all crumpled up in the corner of the room, just like his neck like broken, while Bucky like slowly closes the door.
this, when he's
Oh, that's hot.
all right. when the old guy asks him like why he killed his son and he says I didn't have a choice, it kind of goes back to like Steve told him that in I think it was
You
Civil
didn't have a
War.
choice.
Civil
He was
War,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, he was like, you didn't have a choice, Buck.
I think there's a better way of explaining that though. Than saying,
I mean,
didn't
that's what
have a
I was
choice,
waiting for.
but
I'm
murdering
sure
your
they-
son.
Brainwashed.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot
like,
of-
I wasn't in control. There's
Yeah.
different verbiage that you could use there that
It's
softens the blow.
I'm sure there's a lot of dialogue that they didn't show on
Absolutely.
screen. Yeah.
Also
But,
true.
Start with a better opening. Like,
Yeah.
Why'd
That
you kill
wasn't-
him? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
that
It wasn't
a strong
me.
opener.
Let me start this off. He is dead, but it wasn't me.
But it was me.
Yeah, but it was. Anyway,
Yeah, but
It's a
they
stupid
can't keep calling
arm.
him Winter Soldier now. That's what I'm saying. Like he needs to be a new name because that's Captain America and Bucky. I just
dude, I'm
if
wondering
they
how
gave
they're
him
gonna.
White Wolf. That's what I'm saying. Black Panther too. Maybe it's like okay, we need somebody here until we have a replacement. Because if it's Trudy, right? Don't they have that? What is it? Each tribe goes to whatever battle if they want her to become the next Black Panther or whatever. Or
Yeah.
whoever. Remember challenging?
Oh yeah,
When they
yeah,
were
that
like-
have to- well, that's it. That's if some.
Way high.
That's
Given the opportunity to challenge and to become the Black Panther.
Yeah,
like,
it's only if they want
to, yeah.
to take up the mantle. But if she's unchallenged, then she could
Yeah.
just take it.
But I mean, she's smart enough. She could probably recreate the serum or whatever it is that made him super.
Yeah, because they burned all the flowers, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, and he
Thank
took
you.
the last one.
I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like for the time being, maybe they bring him back as White Wolf, just help them out until. Just saying.
I think
Thank
you're a little
you,
obsessed
thank
with White Wolf, Joey,
Because I
you've
was
mentioned
so
him like 20
underwhelmed.
times. I don't know.
I'm so under. That's the
I
one
don't
point
know.
in the show that was underwhelming for me. That's the one point in the show that was underwhelming. Which I
He's
was-
like
they
in
didn't
our
give it to
text
him.
messages. He just like wakes up. The first thing he says is White Wolf. I don't
White
know.
Wolf.
Like, and we're like, Joey, what are you talking about? I don't know.
So, main topic, I think.
Okay, yeah. So, well, hit us with the Ringo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Hit
Ringo.
it like 5 times there. I
Anyway.
thought
I
know.
time to transition.
Move.
So, on to Nostalgia Week. We thought, as we said, that it'd be cool to go over some of our favorite movies and shows from our childhood. Anyone listening to this who is not in our age group, this may not seem very interesting.
Looking at you,
may
Tony.
not- yeah. But anyone who is around our age, this will be a nice walk down memory lane in our early 20s, stuff from the 90s and the early 2000s. Awesome cartoons, movies. We will hand it over. Let's start with Joey. I'm curious because this is, at this point, we didn't know
Because we
Joey.
don't know about you, man.
Yeah. So
We
I
should have
wanna
asked
know-
me during the freaking what's it interview.
well, we're waiting for this. So
Yeah.
what kind of
Exactly.
shows and movies did you watch as a child?
Shows? Well, my very
You ever
top
heard of the
one
White
that-
Wolf?
don't you know? I had the movie and everything.
Oh man.
Yeah, the footy pajamas.
Anyways.
Oh, did I just?
Whoa.
Okay, yeah.
Blue's Clues was my number one when I was a little kid.
Oh,
Blue's Clues.
I never even considered that.
Yo,
Wow.
that's on
I
my
used-
list.
You just
and,
threw my list out the window, dude. I have to go back.
and
Oh, I
that
have
was
plenty.
like my number one movie too, because we had a VCR tape of Blue's Clues the musical, and I'd always pop it in, or like there was an episode 2 and it was in the blue VCR tape. Every time I came back from school, just put that in there.
Yep.
Bro, Bear in the Big Blue House.
Bear in the Big Blue
Oh,
House.
that's on my list.
Oh,
Chill. We
man.
gotta get to those.
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm
the-
saying. There's so
Other
many.
one was
Yeah.
And then when you guys said, "Oh, let's go into early 2000s," I was like, "No, stop it!" Like, because my list is like,
The Big Comfy Couch was another.
Yes.
Comfy Couch.
Clean up, everybody clean.
The
That's what my
Dust
mom
Bunnies.
used to sing whenever I had too much of a mess.
I think every mom would sing that.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
I've seen that show, but it was never like I never had it on repeat.
You remember Maggie and the Ferocious Beast?
I didn't like that.
Wow!
That
Oh
one
my
was
goodness!
weird.
That was
I
like a
forgot about
short. It would like come in between
Yeah.
episodes of other shows.
Clifford.
Jeez, I
We got a
forgot
live
about
action Clifford coming in, guys.
that. Oh yeah, that's right.
It's gonna be
Why?
amazing.
Oh my goodness.
You ever seen what
dude.
the picture of what he looked like?
Maggie and the Ferocious Beast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
that dude was weird.
I used to love this thing.
the animal with a human face.
Yeah.
Just unlock the memory.
Yep.
Wait, what kind of? You just do a circle with some horns and a nose.
That's how it was. Wow, I forgot about Caillou. Oh my goodness, Caillou
I
was
didn't
another one.
forget about Caillou.
Caillou's on my list.
Sad.
I never watched Caillou.
You never
Zabu-
watched Caillou?
Nope.
What is wrong with you?
Nope.
So, are we doing like 1-1-1, or are we doing like one person's list?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there as it comes.
Okay, so I have a confession. I'll go last.
Okay,
I couldn't decide.
that's.
I
fine.
don't have a number
Me
one.
neither. I
I-
can't decide a number one.
I had a number
plenty.
one movie as a kid when I was real young, but
Yeah.
when it comes to shows, I was.
I have
all
yeah.
over.
I have
It was
two
too
movies
much.
that I played on the VCR so much that I would break
Yep.
the VCR. Like legit, like so I'm gonna mention those two movies as my top
Yeah.
one. But other than that, the rest is like all tie for me. Like,
We're just running through
Actually, yeah,
our
we're right on
childhood
the same,
favorites at this point.
Yeah.
Anybody else watch Zaboomafoo?
Oh my
All
god, me
the time.
and you and
Zaboomafoo.
my
Yo.
goodness.
I used to love Zaboomafoo.
Love that show.
Zaboomafoo is lit. Okay,
Remember
what,
when they would
what
go
about
and
Always
get the
wanted a
food?
snack. Always wanted a snack from the snack machine.
Yo,
man.
remember when you used to go get the snack machine?
Just
what
press
about
the button.
movies, Joey? What
It's
kind
like
of
wanting
movies
a
did you
Krabby
watch?
Patty.
Well, one of them was a Blue's Clues musical one.
Nah,
let's
that's
see.
kind of whack.
Okay. I didn't like you either.
Do
I didn't
better.
know Blue's Clues had a movie.
Give me an
I
absolutely
never
good
Never saw
movie.
that one.
The Land Before Time.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
it's on-
okay.
it's on my
hold
list.
on, hold
It's
on,
on my list.
because this is
I'm
on my
sorry.
list. But
There's like 50
did
of
you
them,
guys?
but
Okay, yeah. I never
yeah.
knew that there was like there's
I thought there
literally
was
like
just one.
12. I always thought there was only one because there was only one that I ever watched.
Right? Yeah.
No,
Which
there's
one
like
did
12.
you watch, Joey?
I
me find it.
I have to look this up.
the original
Wasn't
one.
there an OG, the original?
Yeah.
where his
yeah.
dad,
Okay.
Yeah.
where the dad like dies or disappears.
I
or whatever.
never saw the original until I watched it a little while ago with Crystal
Yeah,
because
with-
I was like,
with the shark
let's
tooth.
watch it.
Yeah, with the shark
Yes,
tooth.
Okay,
Yeah.
the Saurus
Yeah.
Rock, the Secret of Saurus Rock.
Mm.
It was number 6. That was the one with the sharp tooths.
Really?
No,
Where they
sharp
find-
tooth.
and Doc.
Sharp tooth were like in a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
look
them.
up the land before time, the sharp tooth, where his dad, his parents like don't go past, and you actually see like super dark creature. It looks scary.
Isn't that
okay.
the 1988 one? The
original.
88 was the
Yeah,
first one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
that
I'm
one.
looking through
That
the
one.
pictures, and that's the one
That's
I
that
remember
one.
when I
That's
think
the
of
one.
Land Before
The
Time.
only
Me
one
too.
I ever watched was from 98. It was the 6th one, I think.
Oh, my
That's
Mom
the only one
Saurus
you
Rock.
watched?
That was the only one I.
No,
Yeah.
Kyler, come on.
The original's the only one. I
The
watched.
original, yeah.
Oh my god! And we were watching. We were like, oh, let's watch it. And we started watching. I'm like,
I don't remember any of it.
any of this. And it's
Yeah.
just the
Timeline.
timeline.
The
Yeah, I'm like, where did
Mandela
this movie
effect.
come from? It was so weird.
Yeah, Land Before
we get to
Time,
the Mandela
they had a
Effect.
bunch of movies and they had like little show too, I think.
Mhm. Well, there's
Dude.
there's a ongoing show.
Is it
Yeah.
really? What?
It's still going. Yeah. There's
I
a
used
Lion
to
King
have
show out too.
the PC game, which you had the CD for, and you would plug it into the
Floppy disk?
thing. bro. See if I can find a clip. Obviously, the
Why does it sound
effects and stuff are
familiar?
terrible.
Why does it sound familiar?
I never heard of a game.
Let me see if I could find it here. I used to be obsessed with Land Before Time, bro. Oh my goodness, the sound, the music.
Play it.
Let's see, share screen.
We should do some
You're
like old
close,
school
you're
video
good.
games one day.
Oh my god, yes.
You remember this?
Whoa.
Wow. I do not.
I do not. I never played
Okay.
that game before.
I had a lot of PC, like computer games. Not
you remember Webkins?
well, Webkins was when I was a little bit older. This is when I was like 5.
That's like yesterday for D.
Dude, I remember all of this, bro.
Yeah, I never played that
Wow.
before.
So, Land Before Time is a really
Yeesh.
crap.
There's a good one.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Cupboard.
And
Indian in the cupboard. I don't know if you
oh my god! Yeah, I thought I was the only one who watched that. I was like,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know if I
hit them
see a
with this
picture.
super obscure movie. I
No.
loved Indian in the Cupboard.
Stop
Did
saying
you
them
read
all,
the
Joey.
books?
Let me find it.
No, I never
Wasn't
read
there
the books.
wasn't there books? I used to read them. I'm pretty sure in the cupboard.
Nah, I never seen this
Books?
mess. This looks a little demonic.
What is it?
Let me
What?
see.
It's a child's movie.
Nah, it don't look demonic.
You're so stupid.
Nah,
Yeah,
I've
it was
never seen
this like
nothing
Yeah.
special
this.
cupboard.
Yep, there was a book.
Yeah, I
I
never
read
read
the books. Yeah, with the cowboy.
Plastique. You're
Yeah, and the
plastique.
cowboy who was like
Yeah.
always trying to like kill him.
Yeah, yeah. And
That
they
was a
had to
pretty
get
dark
along.
movie thinking about it.
It was pretty sad.
Yeah. That was such a good movie though. Oh my god, I can't believe you mentioned that movie.
All right, I'm gonna throw one out there.
Go ahead.
The movie that I like Wiley said played so much in a VCR that
Let me
I
see if it's on my list. Let me see.
Yeah, never heard of it.
it was Max Keeble's Big Move.
Ah,
Ooh.
yeah, you did love
I-
that thing.
yeah.
man.
Was obsessed with that movie. The scene with the ice cream truck when you shoot the ice creams out of the cone of
Yeah.
the top. Josh
Those are those
Peck,
Josh
old
Peck
school
was in it.
original Disney movies.
dude, when they were good. Oh
What
my
was
goodness.
it? Bobby's Cook-Off? Something Cook-Off?
Eddie's Million
Dollar
Dollar
Cook-Off.
That one.
Love
That was the
it.
one
Yep.
that I always
That was a good
watched.
one too.
Love
one,
that movie.
I love that one.
Oh my goodness, those Disney movies were so good.
Yeah.
Holy
Smart
crap.
House. I have Smart House on here. I loved Smart
House.
House.
With what's her name? Katie Seagal from
Yeah.
She plays
Futurama.
Leela.
Leela.
She's in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
You remember the 13th year, where the guy who's on the swim team and he turns into a mermaid when he
A
turns
mermaid?
13?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
vaguely, I
forgot
remember
about
that.
man.
Whoa. Okay, see, this is
He
my
has to
favorite
hide
part
his
about
hands
this.
in the sand
Yeah.
and the beach.
Yeah.
He's like,
Because these are the movies that like I completely forgot that I spent half of my childhood watching.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you mention it, and I have like memories that
Up,
I'm
up
like,
and away.
I forgot that was a thing. That was with all like the black family, right? And they were all
Yeah.
superheroes.
Oh yeah, I
except
watched
for
it.
one kid.
I watched it. It's on Disney Plus. I watched it the other
Yeah.
day. And
Oh my
their
God.
only weakness is tinfoil.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's so weird. What the heck?
Does anybody remember? And whenever I bring this out to regular people, like nobody ever remembers it. Phantom at the Megaplex.
Yes, I watched that on Disney the other
Thank
day
you.
too.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
that.
Isn't
I
it
love
amazing?
Phantom at the
Ah.
Megaplex. Oh my goodness.
For all those who don't know, we don't. None of us here celebrate Halloween, but that movie came on Disney only during the Halloween
it was
season,
amazing.
and that was what I
It was
looked
like
forward to.
Phantom of the Opera for kids.
Oh
I
my
love
That's
goodness!
Phantom
literally
of the
what it
Megaplex.
is.
I loved that movie. That
With
was
the
one of
giant
my
inflatable
favorites.
dinosaur, and then
Yes.
God.
When the movie would mess up when they were watching it, and then
Yeah.
you see them run across the screen and all that. Amazing movie, amazing.
Holy cow. This
wasn't
is
it
amazing.
the spoiler alert? Wasn't it the manager?
I think so, yeah.
Right,
I
Or
don't
like the
remember.
janitor or something
or
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah. It was super like predictable, but it was
Yeah.
so
it
good.
was a good movie. Yeah.
Wow.
Wiley, what was your movie?
So there's two. Keeping on track with dinosaurs here. Two movies that I literally broke the VCR was Jurassic Park.
Mm.
The original?
Yeah, the original
As a
Jurassic
child?
Park.
That's
Yeah,
violent.
I
Pretty
love.
Dark. The movie starts
I
off with a
love-
murderous death.
I love
Everybody's
Jurassic
like,
Park.
yes, more.
and Godzilla 1998 with Matthew Broderick.
These are so
Matthew
weird.
Broderick.
I
Yeah.
mean, what?
Let's
I
go.
love those movies, bro.
I'm
love
out here
them.
Wow.
watching Blue's Clues, and you out here watching
Facts.
Godzilla.
But those are the
Like
two movies.
Terminator.
Now, if we're gonna talk
Arnold
like another,
Schwarzenegger's butt naked on the screen.
I'll go more childish for you. Iron Giant.
Yeah. No,
Iron
you're
Giant.
not allowed to pick
Iron
Iron
Giant.
Giant. You're not
I
allowed
can
to
pick
pick
it. I can pick
You know
it.
that's mine.
I
You
can
know
pick
that's
it, though.
mine.
I love
That's
Iron
my
Giant.
number one. Iron Giant hit me. I would cry every time I watched Iron Giant.
Superman. Vin
What's
Diesel.
up, Vin?
Yeah.
What's up, Vin? Oh
Now
man.
I've
Someone
seen.
save me.
Oh, Vin, you can't just scream like that, man.
Holy.
When did this turn into beautiful world?
I hate that one. That one's so cringe.
It's so good.
I saw Iron Giant only when I went to Kyler's house. Outside of that, I never watched
That
it.
was
good movie.
my favorite movie growing up. That was my number one. Also, Balto. Did you guys ever watch Balto?
Nope, can't say I did.
Oh my god, Balto was so good.
Can't
Oh,
say- That's a dog
okay.
movie, I assume.
he's a sled dog, but he's
Okay.
half wolf. So the other sled dogs don't like him, and then he has it's around like the early late 1800s with when polio was a thing, and he has to bring a polio vaccine to his like girl like master owner person.
Gotcha.
Amazing. I love that movie so much.
What
Did you guys watch Ants? With a
I
Z?
hated ants.
amazing.
I loved
I love
Ants.
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 Oh
Was
my goodness!
so
Whoa, I just remembered.
good.
Isn't that Woody Allen?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
I
talk about Woody
love-
Allen on this podcast.
Yeah.
'Cause he's kind of a sicko.
Yeah.
But
He's having a rough year. The whole HBO documentary,
but Ants was so good.
I love
Ants.
ants, dude. Ants was so. It was kind of weird when they. Went
just like
out
Bug's
into the
Life. I
human
don't
world
like-
and stuff. Kind of weird.
That part with the gum on like the bottom of the
Yeah,
shoe and everything.
I never liked that.
Yeah,
But
that part was
the
weird.
scene where they were fighting the war
The
against
war?
the bugs.
Yeah,
He was, like,
and then
cut
I
in
forgot-
half,
I forgot what
bro.
the guy's name was, but it was like just his head, and he was like cradling him.
Dude,
I was
it
like, that's
so
super sad.
crazy.
And I'm dark for watching Jurassic Park. Okay.
It was
No,
still a cartoon.
Eh.
Bro.
Little kids thing.
Psycho animatronic dinosaurs
Whatever.
eating people.
Yeah.
You tell me you didn't like Jurassic Park as a kid.
I love Jurassic Park,
All right,
but not as
then.
like a child. That was more what I could
Another
understand.
movie
This
I used
unlocked
to
a
watch.
memory for me somehow.
What with ants?
No, I forgot what you guys said, but it
Iron
reminded
Giant,
me of
Superman.
Superman because it was another. I think. Oh yeah, Superman.
Iron Giant. Mm.
We had a VCR tape and it was Superman, and I just looked up 1941, and it was an episode called The Mechanical Monsters, and I remember I rewatched that mess so many times. 1941
rough,
Superman.
man.
41. It's out there. Yeah, that's George Reeves, I think.
That's
Must
crazy.
have not been much content available.
Animated. It was animated.
Oh, that was an animated one?
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's bad.
They had animation in 1941.
No, right.
Yeah.
I didn't think legit OG where
was like-
you had
Popeye and Astro
like
Boy.
Yeah, Snow White is like 1938 or something.
Six.
So we're talking the times where like racism was cool. It's old, man.
That's crazy.
Another movie I used to watch.
Is he all right?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I was. It was anyway. I used to watch Grease all the time with Jossie when we were kids too.
I was
Like-
never like
The musical, John Travolta.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's why Darian did a little dance. That
At the play.
When I was in the leather pants. You guys have all seen that. Dude.
Yeah, we have.
I love that one.
I remember when they told me to do that in the play. They were like, "All right, you're gonna walk behind them, make sure you know you're like, you're the teacher, so make sure you're telling them they're doing a good job." And then
You
give them
were
little
a
idea.
teacher?
I was
What
like,
teacher goes to school dressed in leather pants?
no, and not a teacher.
fake
Teacher. I was the
sideburns.
dance teacher. My name was Sir
Oh.
Dance a lot. And so I went up to them and I was like, right there.
It doesn't make it any better. Yeah, you did look like a little
Right
creep.
there.
You look like a little creep. doing that.
boy.
I'm gonna throw a movie out for you guys here. Brave Little Toaster.
Oh my
I
goodness.
like that movie. I love that
We
movie.
used to go to the rental store by our house to get.
I remember
Brave
that
Little
rental
Toaster all the
store.
time.
I remember that
Remember
rental store, the like brick building type looking
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Where the
The
where
building's
the
still there.
where the
The
yellow
horse, right?
stop sign, the yellow light never
Yes.
stops blinking right there in the corner. Yep.
That was the
What was
rental
the one
store,
with
dude.
the mouse? American Story.
Oh, the
American
Great
Story?
American Story, the little mouse.
I watched.
Yeah.
There's a few of those though. I think I only watched one, but I would watch that one a lot.
Never seen that.
My thing, because I always loved. I actually learned how to tell time from watching Scooby Doo, because each it was a half-hour show, but there were 2 episodes in each. They would do 2 crimes, and it was like 15-minute
15.
blocks. 15.
It's like
So my
SpongeBob.
parents. Yeah. So my parents would be like, if you don't behave, like you're gonna be in time for 2 Scooby-Doos. And I'm like, 2 Scooby-Doos, that's like an eternity. But I loved the movies, all the different movies. My favorite one though was Cyber Chase.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You guys ever watch Cyber Chase?
Yeah.
Cyber Chase.
That was the one. It was like a electric like monster dude, and they were like inside like the movies and video games and stuff like that.
Was the white kid the main? Gilbert Gottfried? Oh my goodness, bro!
Cyber Chase.
See, when you say this stuff and it just opens up my elementary memories.
So oh my god.
Goodness.
He's not talking about that Cyber Chase, but I know you're talking.
Yeah.
Holy cow! You know what I just remembered?
The scientist.
What Cyber Chase were you talking about? You don't remember? Look at this. You don't remember?
I'm the hacker.
No. Did you guys ever watch Chalk Zone?
Yes.
Rudy from Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone.
Rudy from Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone was like my favorite thing. The superhero that was his name, Blue.
Forgot.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, yeah.
He was so awesome.
Chalk Zone was amazing.
Chalk Zone. Holy cow! I just remembered. D, pull up a picture from Chalk Zone. I need to see something from Chalk Zone.
Already got
pull
it.
up my
Video.
god!
Pull up the intro for Chalk Zone.
Oh my god,
dude!
This is Blue and all that. Yo, I remember Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone was amazing.
Let me find the
that was like an entire show
Scooby-Doo
developed
Cyber
around the episode, the Frankendoodle episode of SpongeBob, where they draw with like the magic pencil. That was
Pretty
like
much.
that, but an entire show of that.
Of chalk, yeah.
Oh my god, Chalk Zone! How did I forget about that?
Mucha Lucha.
Yes.
Oh my god,
dude. Good stuff.
Memories unlocked.
Lucha. Was that the?
I remember
Yes!
Lucha.
The kid with the he was like
I forgot his name.
El Tigre. And the kid who smelled like garbage.
The flea. It was
The
The
flea.
flea, yeah.
I'm the
That was Mucha Lucha.
Yeah, Mucha Lucha.
I thought you said Lucha Lucha. I was like, I don't remember
No,
Lucha,
no.
but I
What
remember
was-
Mucha.
What was his main name?
Ricochet.
Was that his name?
El
Yeah.
Tigre. He was El Tigre.
That was
Nah,
his Lucha
Tigre
name.
was the big dude, right?
Oh
No.
yeah, Ricochet.
Yeah, it was Ricochet. And
It was his toy, I
remember
think,
that.
his action figure.
let me see.
I remember those characters' names.
Pinball.
Mucha Lucha El Tigre.
Oh my goodness. Anybody remember Food Fighters?
There's no El Tigre.
Food Fighters. Sounds
Yeah.
familiar, but I know
I
Food
feel like if I
Fighters.
see like a
Foo Fighters.
It was kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was all food.
Nah.
no, you're losing.
Nope.
Me. Was that like on Adult Swim or something like that?
It was
Yeah.
a child show.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force
That's the one I'm thinking of. The
Yeah.
the fries with the goatee
and the soda.
and the
Yeah.
meatball.
Did anyone here watch Home Improvement?
Yeah, I did. And
Okay,
I
Jimmy
watched
Tool
it.
Man.
I watched it because anytime I go to your house, you would always be watching it. And then
Dude,
Al.
Tim
I
Allen.
feel like that show just fell under the radar. And it's such a good show. I've
That
seen
was a
every
super
episode.
good
show.
Yeah, but no one ever talks about it.
yeah,
That was so. I've seen every episode of that show, all the seasons. It was so good. You see the kids grow up. One of them becomes like emo. Dude, I remember it was so good.
I
That
was
was
trying
me
to.
with Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets
I couldn't
World.
believe like the character development in that show was nuts.
Yeah, I was trying to stay away from sitcoms, but whatever.
Their shows.
Yes.
You know what? I watched those as a kid though. That's why.
Yeah,
Same
it's
with
true.
Fresh Prince
Yeah.
of Bel Air.
Fresh Prince, yeah, Friends, all those. It's like
Oh, Friends.
I didn't
Okay.
watch Friends as a
Okay.
kid.
Did you guys watch Ed, Ed and Eddie?
I did
All the time.
I thought it was
I-
stupid. I didn't like it.
I loved Ed, Ed the Kanker
We were just-
sisters.
Dude, we were just talking about it we were going for a walk the other day, and my dad used to watch Ed, Ed and Eddie all the time with me because it was like I used to love that show. It was so like one of the brothers and he was,
They're not brothers. They're just all named Ed.
he was like, hey, Double D.
I don't
Dude,
think you
it's-
can use that word anymore.
You can't
I
use that
did.
word.
Yeah,
Why?
you can't use that word anymore. It's
Yeah,
offensive.
he had
Cornpop was a
mental-
bad dude.
You found it? God. Anyway, Ed
guys
and
seen
Eddie.
Ultimate Muscle.
Thank you for the
Huh?
pillow, Ren.
Have you guys ever seen Ultimate Muscle?
There you go. Ultimate Muscle?
Yeah.
Nah, never heard of
It
it.
was like this wrestling type of cartoon.
Nah, I couldn't watch
if
wrestling.
not then the Cubics. Man,
You were
What
hitting
about-
strong at the beginning,
That's,
Joey.
I know. That's why we weren't
Man,
friends
this
when we
is
were
just
young.
wrong. This
What
is
Joey was
wrong.
palo. And now I don't know what happened.
What about this one? What about this one? It's the American Dragon.
Oh my! American
Jake-
Dragon
Jake
Jake
Long.
Long.
American Dragon Jake Long.
Jake Long.
But the original one, the second version that came out with the new like animation style wasn't as good.
Bro,
I didn't even know they came out with another version.
Yeah, there was like 2 versions.
Drake and Josh.
Darian's hitting us with like the live action stuff.
Yeah, you
know.
Oh,
put
my fault. What were we just doing cartoons? Because these are stuff I watched. as a kid.
I
mean,
guess.
no.
Static Shock, whatever.
Static Shock.
Static. I was
Static
watching it
Shock
on
is good.
HBO the
Bang
other day.
Babies.
The whole thing is on HBO.
Rubber Band Man. I loved it.
Loved it. When he became good, eventually in like season 5 or something like that, somewhere
Rubber
crazy.
Band Man.
You've never watched Static Shock?
Rubber Band Man was in Static Shock.
You don't.
Yeah.
Static Shock, Kyler.
I
Come on.
remember
main
Static
villain.
Shock. I don't remember
Yeah,
Rubber
it was
Band
like in the
Man.
fr-
That's
yeah.
a pretty weak villain.
No, Rubber Band. He was
Rubber Band Man. You could
can, like, expand-
He's Mr. Fantastic, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's
Okay,
like
Mr.
but you
Fantastic.
call yourself Rubber Band Man?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He can't
He
be.
would tear you
that's-
up. Yeah.
He's not affected
That's
by the
not-
electricity because of the rubber.
Okay,
Yep.
but that's not intimidating. No one's gonna be like,
Um,
"Oh my God, it's Rubber Band Man!" Oh,
Well, same thing could
Okay.
be said about
I
Plastic
hope.
Man.
I want him to go into the room
Plastic
with
Man
you and
sucks.
just beat the crap
He
out of
does.
you, and then you'll
Facts.
be afraid of him.
Squeeze you like an anaconda would do to John Voight. That was for all our cinema files out there.
Yes. Yeah.
Anaconda.
If you don't get that, you're not a critic.
Did you guys
Um,
watch Codename Kids Next Door?
Oh my goodness, Nigel Uno.
Nigel Uno.
That was
wanted
my
to
show.
Be Nigel. I was so sad the day I turned 13 because
You
I
couldn't
was
be
like,
in
I
the-
could not be in the Kids Next Door anymore. I have aged out of the
I'm
and I
too
wouldn't even
old.
know because I would have my memory wiped, so I'd lose like all
Wow,
of
I
that.
forgot they
That
did
was
that.
so sad. I was legitimately sad.
That-
on
It
my
sounds
13th
like
birthday.
maybe you didn't age mentally to 13 if that was your
Oh,
worry.
absolutely. I'm still at like
Nah,
10.
just-
Yeah. That show, I feel like a lot of the shows when we were younger really didn't back down from darker topics, whereas today's shows are all like bright and colorful and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Candy floss.
Yeah, back in the day, like Kids Next Door was pretty dark when you think about it.
Some of the stuff there, yeah.
There's some
I mean,
scary
it's symbolic and
episodes.
stuff, yeah. But
Scooby Doo, bro. Scooby Doo is crazy.
do you remember the Kids Next Door movie when he found out that his dad, who he like hates because he's like a bumbling oaf, was originally like one of the top members of Kids Next
Yep.
Door? That was so sad, and he was like finally proud of him, and he was like crying and everything.
Dude,
I was like, oh my God, I can't
the
handle
lore
this.
in that show was,
It was
so
leg- it was
expansive. There was so
deep.
many. You remember all the kids that were in the mansion, like the 6 of them were all stuck together,
Yeah,
and
It
then they
was-
split up in
super
one
creepy.
episode, like 4
Yes.
seasons in. What the
It's
football helmet
terrifying.
came out. It was
Yes.
crazy. It was crazy. I love that show.
With the father,
Yeah, he
father was
all
like
angry.
fire and everything. He was like Slade Wilson from Teen Titans.
Maybe that was like symbolic for like one of those abusive
Okay.
parents.
Absolutely, 100% it was.
Oh my! Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Courage the
Rocket
Cowardly
Power.
Dog.
Yes.
Oh.
Power.
Dexter's
Courage the Cowardly
Laboratory.
Dog. Creepy as heck.
That's a dark
Absolutely
show. That is a dark
terrifying.
show.
I could watch that
Scary
in
to this
bursts.
day.
There were very many episodes of that where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to skip this one. I can't do it.
Well, you know what it's based off of, the house, right?
Hell.
No. So there's this.
I feel like I did.
I always
hear
forget.
about
It's in the middle of nowhere. It's like the middle, like central.
it. Yeah, it was called Nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I know that, but I'm saying like in real life, the house is based off of wherever the Navajo preservation is. Somewhere over there. Anyway, it's like the house. It was like this old couple lived there, and it was like the middle of nowhere. And they would always call police about these skinwalkers outside of their house.
Bruh.
These like monsters.
All right.
These
So
yeah.
I just got goosebumps. So we're gonna move on.
Yeah,
Now
so they kept
we're getting
calling-
into territory that I'm not comfortable with.
They
because I
kept
already have
calling
that
about it
phobia.
until
So
they
we're going
disappeared.
to- Oh, is it Skinwalker Ranch?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I think
in
you're
that
thinking
area.
Skywalker Ranch.
No,
No,
Skinwalker
Ranch is like a
Skinwalker
legit
Ranch.
place that's like absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, that would-
Batman Beyond. Batman
Um,
Beyond. Did you watch Batman Beyond?
Yeah,
Tell me
I
about
can't
that.
say I
Sorry,
did.
McGinnis. Did you know that the first episode of Batman Beyond was based in 2019?
really?
Oh.
That kills me.
We're so
When
old.
Bruce Wayne put on the suit and he couldn't handle it because he was like old and he almost had a heart attack. That episode took place in the year 2019.
Oof.
All right.
And then the rest of it was in like 2039 or something like that.
I got two.
I was about to say that one.
What was he saying?
Didi,
Oh,
I'm
Didi.
going to my laboratory.
I love the side plot of his monkey being like a superhero, and he had like this whole team. And that lady, the spy lady, was like in love with him.
Yo,
it was nuts. He would put on like the suit and everything like that, and he'd always get back right before Dexter came down. And he thought he was like this.
It's like Perry the Platypus.
So it's like Perry the Platypus. Yeah.
No, Perry the Platypus was like him because Dexter
No, he was like Perry the Platypus.
came out first and is way better.
Perry's better.
All right,
Get
I'm
out
gonna
of here
try
with
another
that
show.
Stupid
I don't know if you guys saw it. Jackie Chan Adventures.
I used to watch it. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
We need to chase the
100%.
talismans.
I hate you. Didn't he have like a dog or something that like? Oh no, that's American Dragon.
Yeah.
Foo.
All right, I'm about to. I got two shows. I know these are both you're gonna remember them. The first, Roly Poly Oly.
Yes.
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 Oh my god.
I hated
It was
that
so
show
weird. It was
with
so
a
weird.
passion.
My favorite show as a kid. I don't know why.
Roly Poly Oly.
Dude, that was one of those shows that I was like, I would spend an hour looking through to see if there was anything else on, and if not, I would
Oh
watch
my
Roly
God.
Poly. Yeah, Max and Ruby was like that, where it was like I hated Max and
No,
Ruby so much.
I hated Max and Ruby. Max and Ruby was the
Exactly. I would
worst.
only watch it if there was nothing else on.
Yeah. No, I'd turn off the TV before I watched that mess.
The second show is Recess.
I love
That
Recess.
was another one.
Recess School's
Recess
Out.
was
I can watch the movie
awesome.
Recess School's
Bro.
Out like all day.
John
And Jacob Jingle
Jingleheimer
His name was my name too.
too.
And then when they whisper,
God, I
John
love that.
Jacob Jingleheimer. And then the song when he's riding his bike through town, he's like, one is the
He's the
loneliest.
loneliest
Number.
The Recess was amazing,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Probably.
Transformers.
I loved Recess.
The animated show.
I'm looking up shows.
Which
Oh my
one?
goodness.
Transformers.
Oh, the show. Yeah.
I didn't watch the
And they
anime
had-
show.
No.
You didn't watch the animated one, and then they had like the smaller robots that would turn into like everyday item, like a bicycle or something like that,
Mhm.
instead of like a car or a motorcycle or something.
No.
It was awesome. I loved that show.
Remember Little Bill?
Oh, bro, I wrote
Little
down
Bill.
Cyber Chase.
Little Bill was Black
Little
Caillou.
Bill.
That was Black Caillou.
Chill. White Caillou
Wait,
is just white
what?
Little Bill.
I don't know which one came out first, so I actually can't say whether or not that's true. But yeah,
I used to watch SpongeBob all the time as a kid.
SpongeBob
That
is
was like
definitely
a
that's a classic.
cornerstone of
That's
my
like-
childhood.
Yeah, that's
I
like
think
everyone.
most kids our age
I can quote.
grew up with.
I can quote SpongeBob daily.
I always
one of my
felt bad for
favorite
kids who couldn't watch
episodes
SpongeBob.
is the one where they were with Manta Ray. Is that what his name was?
He's like,
Yeah.
and he's
That
like,
one and Frankendoodle were my two
Yeah.
like.
and the
top
movie
episodes.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie
Oh,
is hilarious.
That is the one movie that will have me rolling around in tears and shedding a tear
Yeah, when they're
when they dry up.
I'm
I
a
actually-
goofy goober. Yeah.
That movie was so good.
I went to the theaters and watched that with my
David
dad.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah. His chest just comes
OG
apart and just
cameo.
launches them.
Oh my god! And he's like all like intense about it.
Yeah.
Fly right down to Bikini Bottom, dude. Alec Baldwin was Dennis. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yep.
I vaguely remember that.
Scarlett
Blew my mind
Johansson
when I
was
found
the
out.
mermaid.
Yeah. Yep. Did you see my underwear?
Did you want to? That's Scarlett Johansson.
Johansson.
Yeah.
Bro, do you remember?
I don't know what to do with my life.
Obviously, you guys remember Barnacle Boy and Mermaid Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember how much Barnacle Boy always screamed? It's like, Mermaid Man, go get the invisible mobile.
When they all got the powers.
Yes.
And
Favorite
they were all
episode.
superheroes.
Well,
Oh,
it's up
man.
there with one of my favorite episodes of all time.
Wow.
Okay, speaking of that,
You want to see me
did
rent that
everyone
rock?
did everyone here
back.
watch?
You wanna see me
Did
do-
everyone here watch Jimmy Neutron?
Yes.
Okay.
Another cornerstone. If there was
Yep.
4
Do
cornerstones,
you guys
that'd be
remember
2.
the episode where they all got superpowers
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Jimmy turned into the Hulk?
Yeah.
absolutely. And they were in the
Hands
desert
down.
fighting.
One of my favorite. That movie was like the original Avengers.
It was
Yeah.
just an
That show-
hour-long
that
special
episode, I mean.
on. It was just an hour-long special on Nick. I remember.
That was an hour long?
Yeah, I don't think it was a movie.
Oh my god.
It was
You know
like
the-
a special.
You know the movie came out before the show?
It's what kicked off the show.
It's what kicked
Yeah.
off the show. Yeah. It's amazing.
I'm still peeing
In the shower.
in the shower.
Go,
Then
go.
when they're all building their ships from all like the amusement park
ho.
rides.
Bro.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, oh my god. I gotta watch that movie now. I
That
gotta go
movie
watch
was
it.
so
That movie was
It's
so
amazing.
good. But that one and the like continuing like story arc where the aliens would come in on like the flying cheeseburger
Yeah.
Yeah.
restaurant, and the dude who like worked there was like super chill. He had no clue what was going on because he
Yeah.
was definitely high the entire
Yeah.
time. Oh my god.
Do you remember what was the superhero's name? Was his name like Jet something? He was like a movie star agent.
Jimmy Neutron?
Oh, famous Jet Jackson.
It was It
He's
was,
the one
that was
he-
his name. I knew
he
it was
killed
Jet
himself.
something.
In real life, the actor, he killed him. He was like on a he
Wait,
was
what
like
are we
on
talking about?
he was like on one of those NCIS or CSI
Oh,
shows.
Are we still talking
we
about
talking
Jimmy
about Jimmy
Neutron?
Neutron?
Oh no. You said Jet Jackson.
No,
He's a
you
spy.
said Jet Jackson. I just
Oh.
said Jet.
You said Jet. All right, my bad. Never mind.
I'm like, there was no suicide in Jimmy Neutron.
No.
Oh, shoot.
You don't remember that show, The Famous Jet Jackson?
No.
The black kid who was like he was like a TV
Yeah.
spy, but he was a real
killed
spy.
himself?
Yeah, the actor killed himself. Yeah.
Feels
He
bad.
he Kurt Cobained himself, bro. Like no
Okay.
joke.
Well, this
Jet
episode's taking
Fusion.
a dark-
See, I knew I was right. Let me
Jet
show you
Fusion.
guys. I knew it was Jet. Remember this guy? Looks like
Oh,
Oh my god.
see?
and Beautiful Gorgeous.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Wow. Remember Bulby?
Oh,
Yes.
of course. We have that picture of Chucho still where we when he had that vest on.
man,
Like, clap,
got
clap.
it. Okay. Carl. He was in love
Hi,
with
Jimmy.
he was in love with both Jimmy's mom and Mrs. Fowl, right? Like that's confirmed.
mom. Jimmy's mom.
Yeah.
And then you had Miss Fowl.
Yeah, she was
Wait, what was Ultra?
She would just get
Ultraman?
worked up and she would point her
Ultra-
pointy nose to the sky. She'd be like, Jimmy, your homework.
What was Sheen's superhero's name?
Oh,
Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord. Yeah.
Oh my god. And the time when he became like a genius and his head was huge and he was like taking over
was-
the world.
yeah.
And then
So
they had
massive.
the Ultra Lord suit that Jimmy and Carl were piloting.
Yeah.
Ah, that was so good.
Do you remember
That was
when he
such an
like
amazing
went
show.
into the Ultra Lord video game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You know what I've always
That was
wanted to
so
try?
good.
I've always wanted to try the candy that Jimmy
Purple
made.
Flurp.
No, the candy.
Oh.
Remember the candy that he would make and everyone was obsessed with them?
Vaguely.
They were like purple
that the one
candies
with-
and it looked like it had like little gold flecks on the outside. Look up Jimmy Neutron.
a
the
picture
candy.
of probably
I
jog our
remember
memory.
Purple Flurp, and I remember the one that it was like a book and a candy, and you'd eat it, and you would
Oh,
like
yeah.
learn everything from that book.
See, a picture brings back all the memories. Right here. And remember this dude?
Oh my god, yes! Yeah, that's the candy guy.
Remember-
You always hated him for some reason.
Yeah.
That guy sucked.
Everyone hated Jimmy.
I
All
like
right, so I think for sake of time, we maybe
That's declassified.
Can you look up Oh wait. Oh yeah, Nancy. Can you look up famous Jet Jackson really quick?
Bro, I think we
Because
should
I
just
used to
move
love that
fast.
movie. I used to love that movie too. Come on.
we
Because
talked about
I can't
it.
be the
It's
only one that
over.
watched this.
Oh my god.
Bro, I remember this dude. Holy cow.
Abed?
It's Beyonce.
He
I didn't
killed
know
himself?
that guy-
Yeah.
Wow,
He was
that's
in
so
Smallville.
sad.
He was Cyborg in Smallville.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I remember him.
In the second to last one on the top row, I think that's from Smallville. That looks like it's from Smallville at least.
Wow. Sad
Just look-
day.
I didn't know he
Just
killed
look up, just
himself.
look up Smallville real quick. Just put his name Smallville. Or whatever the actor's name.
It'll come up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Those are the cringe Smallville episodes.
That's the OG.
There was that one episode where they were all walking away from that explosion, and it was super cheesy, but it was also really awesome.
We didn't get that
that
often
one.
back then. It was sick.
It was still like nuanced enough that it was like you can get away with it.
No,
Holy
but-
cow!
I grew
That's
up with
a
that
Ned's
Declassified.
The most-
Joey.
Yeah.
The most cringy Smallville scene is the Flash running with Clark.
Dude, you gotta catch me if you can.
I liked that one. I'm sorry. That
You
was
like
good.
them running like that? It looked like a
Yeah.
rom-com. Like, what is
Well,
this?
yeah,
Oh,
but
it
it was
did.
still awesome.
Looked like the
Smallville
end
is
of a
one those
Gilmore Girls
shows-
episode.
What would you just say?
It looked like the end of a Gilmore Girls episode.
And then they eat the poo poo. Okay, God.
coconut head.
Smallville is one of those shows that I really want to rewatch, but I stop myself because I know it's not going to be anywhere near as good as I remember it being.
Joey just did a full rewatch.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it because I want to keep that like awesome memory intact. I don't want to taint it with like
Still better than the Flash.
That's a fact. That
It's
first
not
season
hard.
of
That's a low
Smallville was
bar.
the first season of Small was a little rough. Though.
First
You remember the
couple
episode
seasons were rough.
Metamorphosis?
Is
I'll
that
never
the-
forget that episode.
Is that the one with the
the
bugs?
bug kid.
Yeah.
That
Where he was
one
on the ceiling and he was
creepy.
like attached to the ceiling. Oh,
yeah,
and his
that
was-
mom walked in.
You guys
I always
remember
remember-
Animorphs?
The books?
I
Or is that-
remember the books. I think there was a show too, but
I think you're right. I think there might have been a show. I remember the books because I would always go to those at the library.
at the library. Yeah,
I would always have it Scholastic Book
the
Fair.
Scholastic Book Fair was
Yeah.
the
Scholastic
best.
Book Fair.
The Scholastic
My
Book Fair was the
favorite
illest
day
time of
ever.
the school year. It was amazing.
You got to get the erasers, the
the
Smencils.
Smensels. Yes.
Ah, man.
Okay, so you know how every book you got the catalog, the Scholastic catalog,
Yes.
and you could
Yeah.
order one, and
Yes.
some of them had like kits. That
I had
came
the
with
shark book
Bro.
Okay,
I had the
so-
shark book too. I'm going to cry.
with the. I had a
So-
shark. I had the Sharky little plush thing. I love that thing.
It. Sharky.
my
Oh my
Sharky,
God,
you remember
yes.
Sharky?
You got that from Scholastic?
Yes,
Holy cow!
with the shark book, I was obsessed.
Okay.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
you know how they came with kits?
Yep.
My parents would never let me get them, right? For whatever reason, I don't know. But one year, in my elementary school, it was right across the street from where I lived, so I would walk home. Literally took like 3 minutes to walk home. One year I was like begging my parents, and they let me get this detective kit, and it was the coolest thing ever. It had fingerprint dusting, it had like all this stuff, magnifying glass, handcuffs, all this stuff, right? I'm walking home
You
from
get
school,
robbed.
and I have this whole kit, and I lost the handcuffs, and I was absolutely snot nose crying, bawling my eyes out.
Baby.
And yes,
Is this,
Yes.
is
I
this the kit?
remember that.
Yes.
Oh my
Because
god!
I used to
Bro.
have this.
Bro.
Yes.
Remember this
The
crap?
memories
Holy
unlocked, my dude.
For real.
Hold on.
I remember going to
Can you
your
just
house
look
and
up
looking
Scholastic
at
Book
that
Fair?
book.
You just look it up.
Look up
Oh my
detective stuff.
God. No, that's
Oh
gonna
my
bring back
God.
some PTSD stuff,
I'll
man.
never forget. I'll never forget Harry Potter.
The nerds.
Harry
with
Potter, the
Harry
whole-
Potter stuff.
Of Harry Potter movies happened while we were in elementary school.
Yes.
Did it?
It was in 4th grade, and one of the new Harry Potter movies came out.
Harry Potter.
Shut up.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was trying to be nice.
I missed it. I
Thank
didn't
you,
even
Joe.
hear
Yeah,
it.
it's almost like every now and then, you make mistakes, and maybe we could just move past those mistakes.
Not on the LightPole Podcast, especially not in the season
Not in the
finale,
season
baby.
finale, baby.
Not
Yep,
in the
that's
season
right.
finale.
So we were out. Harry Potter had just came out, the new movie. Okay,
Just lean into it. Lean
and
into it.
everyone in my class got taken out of school early. Their parents came and picked them up all within the same
Jeez.
hour. There was me
Except for you.
and one other kid left, and his name was Steven. And he was that kid that he was, I'm not gonna say the word again because I already said it earlier. But he was that kid where when
We're gonna bleep the word out anyways.
Yeah, I'll bleep
yeah,
it again.
bleep it out, Wiley. He was okay.
Hey, you're making more work for Wiley.
Come on.
He was that kid that when the teacher would like shut the lights off for a movie, he would just scream at the top of his lungs. Like he was one of those. So it was just me and him for the rest of the day, bro. That was like 11 a.m. It was just us till 3.
I hate
I
this
was like, what's
dude,
going
bro.
on, Steven?
Aaron, stop.
Oh goodness.
Oh my god.
So let's talk about another crap.
That's all I got. I feel like we're getting close to.
I'm literally looking at all the shows right
Batman,
we're at
the
like an
animated
hour 40 or
series.
something.
Did you guys watch Batman? the
Kim
animated
Possible,
series?
bro. We didn't talk about Kim.
Rufus, the naked mole rat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had this like Rufus plush thing, and my dad would always make fun of me because he said it looked like something
Yeah.
else.
Yep.
It was like, I don't like you
that's
playing
hot.
with that thing.
What about Dave the Barbarian?
I hated that show.
It was so weird.
I
The
hated that
Barbarian.
show.
If the Barbarian.
I remember when
Wait.
it started. I remember they were like new commercials, new series coming out. Dave the Barbarian. This is the worst show I've ever seen.
It was
We
so
did.
weak.
What
Do
about?
you guys remember Back at the Barnyard?
Yes.
Oh
Okay,
my
do you remember
gosh.
the movie that it
Yes.
was based off of, The Barnyard?
Yep.
Yeah.
That movie, when his dad was like playing the guitar and singing Johnny Cash,
Yep.
and then he fends off all the coyotes and he
Yep.
dies. That absolutely devastated me.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
You saved that.
David just had that thing locked and loaded, waiting to use it.
But that was the perfect time.
You know what I just remembered?
So sad.
Darren, you
It's
looked up
from a Law and
Cyber
Order
Chase.
episode.
You
Guys.
looked up Cyber Chase earlier. That's what taught me
Yeah.
Pig Latin. There was like an episode where they teach you Pig
Ixnay
Latin.
on the Xnay. I never learned Pig Latin. It's so stupid.
that
What
show
does
might be
Ixnay
going
on the
still.
thing? What does that mean? What are they
I
saying?
don't know.
What does Ixnay translate to in
I just made
English?
up those words, but that's what
No,
Pig Latin
Ixnay
sounds
is
like.
like a normal thing. Ixnay is something that you always say, like Ixnay on the whatever say.
That's what I've seen it in movies. I
But
don't know.
what does that translate to? What is
It's
that
like
in English?
it's just at this point it's like a meme. It's not really
Yeah.
it's not real Pig Latin. It's just one of those comedy tropes that they put
Who
in
said
movies.
Ixnay for the first time and said this is going to be a thing?
It's like French. It's a dead language.
I'm learning French. What are you talking about?
Hey,
Latin.
You can't say that.
Stupid.
Getting late, guys. I
All
get
dogs-
canceled when I'm
All
hungry.
dogs go to heaven.
All Dogs
Oh,
Go to
what a
Heaven was a
movie.
good
Did you guys
one.
watch that one?
Yeah.
I love
Nah, I never
All
seen
Dogs
it.
Go to Heaven. That
Invader
movie
Zim.
did not hold up. The first one.
Invader Zim.
I'm gonna sing the
Invader
new
Zim.
song now.
Oh, it's
So good.
What was
Uh,
his name? I forgot his name.
Gur.
Gur. Oh my god! I remember I had like Gur fever one summer. Everything I did. revolved
I
around
love Gur.
I loved Gur.
Um, My Life as a Teenage Robot, bro.
Wasn't her
Jenny?
name Jenny?
Jenny.
Jenny, yeah.
I remember that. It was one of those. That
Yeah,
between.
I was like, I would watch it if it was on. I was like,
I remember. Didn't she fly with her ponytails?
I
No,
think
she had-
so.
Jet boots.
Oh, was
I think
it?
that's
Yeah.
Spy
I
Kids.
think she had.
I think that's Spy Kids T.
That was weird.
That's this girl. She's like a legit actress now.
I forgot
what's her name?
The girl
She's
from
the-
Spy Kids?
Yeah. The
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Gertie.
Gertie.
Gertie Giggle
Yeah.
was that?
You talking about Osment? Haley?
Emily Osment, the one from Hannah
Emily
Montana.
Osment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment is her brother.
Yakety
I always
yak.
find it cool when yak to yak.
My
goodness.
That was so
Just
bad.
keep going.
Thank you,
Oh
thank
my
you.
God.
I'm gonna like name a bunch here. Yakety yak, As Told by Ginger, Teen Titans,
Hold on.
What was the second one? What was the second one?
As Told by Ginger. You never.
Nah, you just kind of
Spencer.
glossed past it. You got to bleep the first one.
Why?
Oh, all right. Let's
All right.
continue.
These
Gotta
are
wrap it up.
all right. Yeah, I'm a rapid fire some cartoons, 90s cartoons and 2000s.
How?
Yakety
Tom
yak,
and Jerry. What's yakety?
As Told by
Blueberry.
Ginger.
Besides.
Teen Titans. Ozzy and Drix. Do you remember Ozzy and Drix?
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I loved Ozzy and Drix.
Bro, you remember Osmosis Jones?
that was Ozzy
yeah,
and Drix.
that was- yeah,
Okay, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Thank
That was a
you,
movie.
thank you.
Danny Phantom, The Weekenders.
Danny Phantom was.
I don't remember that one.
With Ozzy and
Let's see. Foster's Home for Imaginary
For
Friends.
Imaginary Friends,
Mhm.
yep.
I said we didn't mention Rugrats. We
That
didn't
was
mention
on there.
Samurai
Bye-bye.
Jack. Scream, The Proud Family.
I hated the Proud Family.
Yo, we used to watch the Proud. My
Proud
dad
Family was so
loved it.
good.
I hated the Proud Family.
Sugar Mama.
Sugar Mama, yeah. What
I
about
liked Even Stevens.
we didn't? Even Stevens. We didn't mention The Sandlot. The Sandlot was such a good movie.
That was a
I
classic.
thought one of you guys would, so I didn't put it on mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
man.
bunch of other ones. Teacher's Pet. You remember Teacher's Pet? The blue dude.
Nope.
No,
No.
I don't know that one.
Oh man.
Mr. Meaty.
I didn't like Mr. Meat.
no.
Mr. Meat creeped me out.
The
We don't talk
tapeworm.
about Mr.
No.
Me. Yeah,
Fillmore?
that animation was
Remember
way
Fillmore?
too weird.
What?
Fillmore?
Vaguely, dude.
He was like the black kid. He was like a security guard at the school, like the hall monitor at the school.
Yes,
What the
I got
heck?
it. Yeah, he had the glasses, right?
Yep.
Is that
yep.
like the OG Paul Blart?
No.
Look. You have to remember this.
You don't remember Fillmore?
Ah.
You don't remember the scene where it's like a
Looks
meme
familiar.
where he went to the girl's house and he was like, "And your chicken was dry."
Oh God.
Thank you.
Okay, I think Darren wants to wrap up the episode.
Apparently he does. Teenage Mutant
Avatar: The
Ninja
Last
Turtles.
Go. Huh?
Avatar. Yeah.
Everyone at the same time again, please.
Okay.
He said Avatar. The
Emperor's
Last
New School?
Airbender. Yeah. TMNT.
The Replacements.
Johnny
I remember the
Bravo.
replacements. I didn't like Wait.
Darren.
Oh yeah, no, Johnny Bravo. I'm thinking of Johnny Test. Johnny Test. was
Johnny
garbage.
Bravo.
Johnny Bravo was good.
Most misogynistic character
For real.
ever put onto
100%.
screen.
Hey,
Facts.
baby.
Yo, Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold is another classic I used to watch all the time.
Mighty Morphin.
Franklin the Turtle. Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I used to have the movie.
Wow.
Actually, it was a VCR with 2 episodes in it.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, look, Batman Beyond. The plot starts in 2019 when Bruce Wayne realizes that he is getting too old to fight crime and pursue life as the Dark Knight.
Mhm.
Cat Dog.
Yeah.
Cat Dog. That's right.
That was a weird show.
Angry Beavers.
Never
Roscoe's
watched it.
Wildlife or Rocco's.
Rocco's Wildlife.
Thundercats.
I didn't like that one.
Hey, Arthur.
Ren and Stimpy.
I
Chicken
feel like
and
those
Cow.
were like early 90s, like
Chicken and
the-
Cow was weird. I didn't like Chicken and Cow.
Isn't it
Man.
Cow and Chicken?
Or Cow and Chicken, whatever.
Wild
Yeah, I remember that.
Thornberries. The problem is there's so many 90s and 2000s stuff that we're not going to get through all of them.
The Berenstain Bears.
Lion King, bro. Like, come on. Like, there's so
Franklin.
many.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about
Oh.
Franklin.
That's lights out.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yes. We're going to now wrap up our
Thank
final
you, thank
episode.
you.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, I got one more.
Uh,
I got one more. Fitness Grand Pacer test.
And then they eat the
We had to go out. We had to go out like that. I'm sorry.
So we're now wrapping up our season finale. Long episode, few tangents. It's been a good season though. This has been a lot of fun. And again, we decided last minute that this is going to be the season finale. Some of us are going to be traveling. We got some plans coming up, but we will be back. Maybe switching a few things up. We'll see. But thank you guys for listening. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for recording with us. Oh yeah. I also forgot to introduce us. We got Wiley, Darian, Joey, and myself. Kyler as your host today.
Is Darian our host today?
Yeah, I got
Unreal.
Kyler as the host.
Jeez.
I forgot to do that
I
part.
thought you did. No, you didn't.
No,
mention it, huh?
no, because I went right
Wow.
into the season finale thing.
I
Yeah.
doubt they'll ever get to the end, so
So-
they don't know who we are at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Well,
We're going to be watching A Quiet Place pretty soon. And that's going to be our season premiere for season 2. We'll be doing a little review on that. But for today, for this episode, that is going to be it. I think,
Yeah.
unless Wiley has something to
well,
add.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, we won't be dropping episodes after this, but you'll see us on social media. I'll try to be active on the LightPole Instagram. Hopefully on the TikTok. I haven't really done anything on there, but just to kind of maybe some like entertainment news here and there, just to keep you guys updated if you aren't, always looking
LightPole
into that
breaking
stuff.
news.
Yeah, stuff like that. So just to keep in touch with you guys so that we just don't go ghosts for a whole month, So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
You
And
guys
this
at
was
the end of May. That's exciting.
Yeah, this is episode 25.
Yep.
So that might be a normal pattern for us. We'll
Maybe
do 25, bang
25.
them out, and then we'll take a little short hiatus.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy. 25 episodes in. That's so. I remember. It seems like literally just yesterday we were in the group chat and being like, "Let's do a podcast.
We should do this. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
And
it's in the. I think we've mentioned it a few times. I think we said it again last episode that most of us by the end of this month will all be completely vaccinated. So maybe next season we can do a few. Not live. What would that be? Just all of us together in person.
Maybe,
physical. Yeah.
Maybe season 2 opening starts off that way.
Premiere, dude. That'd be dope.
Maybe. Yeah. Can hit you with something special.
Yeah.
So from all of us here at the LightPole Podcast, thank you guys for listening, for being loyal members of our podcast. And we will hand it off to Joey for the last time this season.
And I will hand it back to Kyler because he's the host and I want to give him the privilege.
Oh, shoot. Okay. How does it go?
Then I'm the host, so I'm handing it back to Joey. And I'm handing it back.
So how does it? I'll tell you. That's Lights Out on the LightPole Podcast.